What's up, gang? How everybody doing? I hope everybody doing good because I am. Shout out to everybody in the chat and shout out to the new people too. Now look, gang, since we all here, we need to look in Gina Mcgill. Cause this lady is very interesting. She been on my mind since the last time I done went live and was like, that is Gina Mcgill that called Zach TV on the phone. And then what made her stand out so more that in all her videos, when she was talking about, before she even talked about the Kenneka Jenkins case, because nobody ain't never seen the video of her until she popped up on the Kenneka Jenkins case. When she popped up on the Kenneka Jenkins case, right? Look at the introduction of the video or the live. She always was like, yeah, I'm a private investigator and an advocate and 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 I'm in the Trayvon. I done did the Trayvon. I done investigated in the Trayvon case. She always put Trayvon, you know what I'm saying, Martin case when she introduced herself to the Kenneka Jenkins case. So I was like, why is that? That's what I want to know. I was like, why is that? And if you really looking at it, gang, this is serious. For the stuff that I done figured out and from other YouTubers. Now you got other YouTubers out here that put in research, did hard work in this, and they investigation leading to the same thing. What I'ma tell you and what other YouTubers that told you too. You see what I'm saying? Now look. Now everybody know that, oh man, Kenneka Dev, we know it's a murder, but it's a bigger than a murder because it's looking like a ritual. Because if you look at the pastor that preached at Kenneka Jenkins' funeral, you know what I'm saying? He was on talk shows. He was on Thaddeus, what's that judge name? That celebrity judge from Chicago with the fade. I forgot his name. But Miss Teresa, aka the pastor that did Delusionally, he was on his show on Court TV. Y'all, what's that pastor name on Court TV? Not Court TV, but you know they had a Court TV. The black dude with the glasses. Matthew, something like that. Coming to find out, the dude that was preaching at the Miss Teresa funeral, Kenneka funeral, he talking about the devil gonna give blessings to Miss Teresa. The devil gonna give her a new shift in her life. And don't worry about what God got in store for you. The devil could get it to you more blessings and 20 times fold in it. Yeah, Judge Mathis. Now look, you check this out, gang. Do I sound crazy if I say this here? In the beginning of my investigation, I had all types of people reaching out to me. And certain people that were reaching out to me were telling me about, look, they in the music game. They in Hollywood. And you know what I'm saying? It was a ritual trade game, but Selena Gomez needed the kidney. So I'm like, well, if that's the case, why would she have the surgery in June? You know what I'm saying? And what would Kenneka kidney would come in there if she died in September the 6th or the 9th, whatever date she died on in September. So I'm like, man, so then looking into Jedediah, he on dating shows. Now this a gay man on straight dating show trying to perpetrate that he looking for love in a woman, but he really want it from a boy. And he on TV shows. Look how he went viral by doing the Donald Trump. Y'all remember when Donald Trump would come to Chicago and Jedediah tried to stop it? Now look, why Jedediah would try to stop it and put on the show on CNN and everything. Then they gonna broadcast him and get him his 15 minutes of fame, right? But Donald Trump ain't even that type of person who we thought he was. Cause he just a cool white boy that do business with all types of race. He ain't prejudiced. He ain't even racist. So when I look into it, then you got Bill Murray. So when you got this ritual rumor flowing around, and then they be like, look, even Trey Gang say, look, be careful. You got the Masons out there, you know what I'm saying, the Royal Order Justice, just to be in particular, the Royal Order Justice. So I'm like, okay, let me look into it. And you find the evidence, it's right there. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, if a person tell you, look, if you dig deep in the dirt, you will find 1 grain of gold. And if I go find it, and if I find it, do it sound crazy? Now I'm looking at all the people that had TV roles in the Kenneka Jenkins case. TV role, Zillionaire, Saints and Sinners. Zillionaire, Saints and Sinners. Now, that's connected to Hollywood. He went live and told everybody, yeah, I'm with Tyler Perry and them in studios. Now, that's one connection. Watch this. Boom! Who else? Jedediah. Boom! Andrew. Not Andrew Home. You know what I'm saying? The pastor Andrew. You know what I'm saying? Andre. I think his name Andre. Yeah, Andre. There's 3. Boom! Then the news. Chicago News. Chicago News gave straight drop his little 15 seconds of fame when they mention him in news articles. Boom! Now look, who else got MTV roles? Zach TV. Because they were doing a documentary on him. For what? Now, I ain't making this up. Now look, when you look into the police records and the court papers, it's all going to say the same thing. Right or wrong, gang. Right or wrong. So when I was looking in Gina Mcgill, you got to look at this, gang. Because I always say, if they done this before, if they do this, because the way I looked on the footage, how everybody was cooperating with each other. You ain't even got to say too much on camera. It's just your body language gonna tell more about the situation. So I'm like, okay, he directing them to the pool area. Everybody that he directed, he pointed in this specific location and it's directed towards the pool area. Then you got police there. You got cops there. Then these same cops in this same hotel, they all is up on investigation for organ harvesting before the Kenneka Jenkins case. If I sound crazy on that, you know what I'm saying? Something got to be wrong. Now these the same people that was up on investigation for organ harvest. We didn't even know none of this because we ain't from Chicago until they mentioned it. And when they mentioned it, everything right there in our face, like, whoa, the hotel owner is, you know what I'm saying, got caught doing this. Then he connected to Rosemont and the Merle. And this thing, you know, this go back to Detroit, Indianapolis, Texas, Arizona, Canada, and all of this stuff. And the feds got all the receipts on this. They got all the receipts. And then the main person they sought in the Kenneka Jenkins case just to say it wasn't even organ harvesting. Well, Andrew Home, the main person that's a president and board member for human trafficking. Why? That sound so crazy. And it's right there. The news, they all reported it on this. So look, gang, this what I want to show y'all. Now look, this what I'm saying. When it comes to Kenneka Jenkins case, I always felt like it was bigger than the murder because this is the reason why. All right. When it comes to Masonic or organ harvesting or whatever the case may be, this is a religion. This is a religion. And every Bible quote Miss Teresa said, I could show you the sacrifice in it. Because my mind wasn't open at that time. But my mind is open now, gang. And I'm going to tell y'all, this is for real. This for real, gang. And I can separate your religion right now with this content. Cause check this out. Y'all know Miss Teresa like to use God name, right? Thumb me up. She always use that in the Bible quotes on her Facebook page. You go down, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, you know that, right? And you know everybody that was surrounding Miss Teresa did the same tactic. Jedediah Brown, Andrew, you know what I'm saying? Andre, P. Rico, Peace, you know what I'm saying? They all use the same tactic. So what I'm basically saying, gang, these people, I don't even think these people is in the same religion as we is. Cause when Gina Mcgill got to mention Trayvon Martin, and I was like, well, how Trayvon Martin case gonna be a cover up? You know what I'm saying? I know it's a cover up when it comes like to the police and stuff, you know what I'm saying? When it's to the paperwork, try to prove that who was the aggressive, not. You know what I'm saying? I can understand the cover of that, but the way she talking about it, like, I'm like, man, it's gotta be some type of ritual with it. Cause when I thought about the Di-Fi murder, y'all remember the Di-Fi murder? Of the two girls that were hiking on the trail. Check this out. Now we know there was a murder, but when it came out in the court paper, it was a murder. But it was a ritual murder. And it dates back. Check this out, y'all. The Di-Fi murder dates back to the ritual murders they was doing in the book of Genesis. And check this out. And if you understand the sacrifice, watch this. If you understand the sacrifice, put it like this here. If Miss Teresa is an Eastern Star, like everybody they say they is, right? And you got Miss Teresa, she an Eastern Star. So you know she got family, you know what I'm saying? If she an Eastern Star, you know what I'm saying, her circle gonna be deep. They gonna choose if you live or not. Just say like if Kenneka was like, well look, I just want to get a job, live my life normally. I want to go and be a registered nurse. And they like, no, we got something better for you. You know what I'm saying? Look, Kenneka smart, she wise. We corrupt. We don't want her to be twanging with nobody outside our family and friends. So she won't say what we really into. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, gang. I'm just throwing out there. Then when I come to the Kenneka, to the Kendra Johnston, you know, it's a shoe ritual. Now, when you think about Kenneka Jenkins, when it comes to the shoe, you got one off. When you come to the Kendra Johnson, his shoes is off. It's a Masonic shoe ritual that nobody don't know nothing about. It's a shoe ritual. And guess what the shoe ritual mean, gang? Y'all gonna think I'm crazy when I say this. If you look at Kenneka body in the freezer and they showed y'all that Jordan shoe in their freezer, and when he came to the Kendrick Johnson, they had them photos of his shoe and with blood on it. Do you know what you were actually looking at? The shoe is symbolized that the contract being fulfilled. Man, I sound crazy. I sound crazy right now. I sound crazy right now when I mention the shoes, and it's a ritual with the shoes. It's a reason why they bare feet. Cause if you don't believe me, go back to the Bible why Mary had to bow down to Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And spray perfume on her hair and clean Jesus' feet. And not only that, go look at the feet ritual, the shoe ritual that's in the Bible, bro. You see what I'm saying? Man, look. Check this out. Put it like this. If you raised up in the Skrick household and they real religion like a Catholic church, just say like a Catholic church. Now, just say we already know the Catholic church got boys choirs, but you never see their moms or their fathers. So at some point in time, the parents must give these people to the church. So when they gave and sacrificed these people to the church, see, this what they did. I'm going to sacrifice my son to the church because he going to do right. Like, you know what I'm saying? He going to sing all the notes. He going to do all the ritual. He ain't going to have no talk back when it come to question his religion. So that in the process of that, he could be getting molested, young, growing up. They can do all these satanic rituals to him. You know what I'm saying? He submitted, he passed the test, and he can grow up in the ranks. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I don't want to sound crazy, but I looked into it. Because don't you know when it came to the Di-Fi murder, they ruled it as a ritual murder. Because it was dealing, look, the reason why they knew it was a ritual murder, because if you just say like, if we was Christians back in the Old Testament, if we want to be forgiven for our sins, we got to go get a goat or a lamb, cut it open, sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, for your sins, feast on the meat, and give the first fats to the God. Cause check this out. There was religion back then. If they kept that same religion right now, who would go out here and kill a goat and bring it in this house and draw pentagons around the goat, 6-point stars, and light candles, and have you smoking incense and like, man, I need to be forgiven, instead of praying? Because at this time, they ain't praying, they channeling. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound too, cause look, cause check this out. This the reason why I'm mentioning this. Cause every video I'm gonna show is gotta deal with some type of Freemasonry, and half of these murders, when they come to family, half of these murders, not all, but the main murders that went viral, you know what I'm saying, when they come to both sides, like the family, the victim, and then the suspect and they family, check out the courts, the battles, who's innocent, who's fake, who did the cover up, who's lying, and who did this. Cause check this out. Gina Mcgill got me thinking, gang. Cause the way, look, matter of fact, let's do it like this. Pow. Right? First of all, let's go to the killing of Trayvon Martin. When we go to the killing of Trayvon Martin, gang, right? Now look, everything I learned came from the Kenneka Jenkins case. So I can dissect this shit right here to the T. Go to Wikipedia and then listen to this live phone call. Cause the first time you got to let's start from the beginning, go to the 911 call. It's always the same. Like the Ahmaud Arbery case. The people that called the police on him was the main suspect, talking about they over the neighborhood watch. George Zimmerman over the neighborhood watch. Half of these calls that come from the neighborhood watch, who orchestrating the hit? Because the neighborhood watch called the police show up and bang, bang, bang you up. Hi y'all. Sci-Fi must be in the chat. I see everybody saying, what's up, Sci-Fi? You see what I'm saying? All those murders, they were talking about accidents and accidental shooting. Gang, let's get deep into it. The killing of Trayvon Martin. Now, let's go to the 911 call. In the beginning.
Hey, we've had some break-ins in my neighborhood, and there's a real suspicious guy. It's Retrieve View Circle. The best address I can give you is 111 Retrieve View Circle.
Keep this in mind. When I think of Trayvon Martin murder, I'm thinking of a ritual. I'm thinking of a ritual. I'm thinking of a ritual. You got a neighborhood watch person calling the police on a suspect, alleged to be a suspect, acting strange and weird. But this suspect got family in this neighborhood. And this family that's in this neighborhood is a Mason, right? All right. We don't know the relationship between them two. But listen to what I'm telling y'all. If you a part of a Mason family, and if your family love you so much that they'll sacrifice you. Just say if they feel like if you finna grow up to be something other than God's work, they will get you out of here to order to keep you pure before you commit their sins. Now look, when I say, check this out, like what you said in the chat, Trayvon was being stalked. Think about gang stalking. Think about everything that came to Kenneka Jenkins case. Gang stalking. Right? Think about gang stalking at this moment. Watch this. Listen to the whole call, gang, and we're going to take it from the top to the bottom.
This guy looks like he's up to no good, or he's on drugs or something. It's raining and he's just walking around looking about.
Okay, and this guy, is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He looks black.
Did you see what he was wearing?
Yeah, a dark hoodie, like a gray hoodie, and either jeans or sweatpants and white tennis shoes.
Same thing when it came to Elijah Kane. Look, same thing when it come to Elijah Kane. They always spotted dark hoodies, dark clothing, walking from the corner store. Ain't that's where he was coming from? The corner store. Ain't that's where Elijah McCain was coming from? From the corner store. Right? And you got the same 911 calls talking about black people looking suspicious. Walking in the neighborhood.
He's here now. He's just staring.
Oh, he's just walking around the area.
At all the houses.
Okay.
Now he's just staring at me.
Okay, and so it's 1111 Retrieve You or 111?
That's the clubhouse.
That's the clubhouse. Do you know what he's near the clubhouse right now?
Yeah, now he's coming towards me.
Okay.
He's got his hand in his waistband. Yeah, he's a black male.
Okay. How old would you say you
He's
look?
got a button on his shirt. Late teens.
Late teens? Okay.
Something's wrong with him. Yeah. He's coming to check me out. He's got something in his hands. I don't know what his deal is.
Okay, just let me know if he does
Get an
anything,
officer
okay?
over here.
Yeah, we got him on the way. Just let me know if this guy does anything else.
Okay. They always get away. Yeah. When you come to the clubhouse, you come straight in and make a left. Actually, you would go past the clubhouse.
Okay, it says on the left-hand side from the clubhouse?
No, you go in straight through the entrance, and then you make a left. Yeah, you go straight in, don't turn and make a left. He's running.
He's running? Which way is he running?
Down towards the other entrance of the neighborhood.
Okay. Which entrance is that he's heading towards?
The back entrance.
Are you following him?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need you to do that.
Okay.
All right, sir, what is your name?
George. He ran.
All right, George, what's your last name?
Zimmerman.
And George, what's the phone number you're calling from? All right, George, we do have him on the way. Do you want to meet with the officer when they get out there?
Yeah.
All right, where are you going to meet with them at?
If they come in through the gate, tell them to go straight past the clubhouse and straight past the clubhouse and make a left. And then they go past the mailboxes. They'll see my truck.
Okay, what address are you parked in front of?
I don't know. It's a cut through, so I don't know the address.
Okay, do you live in the area?
Yeah.
What's your apartment number?
It's a home. It's I don't want to give that aloud. I don't know where this kid is.
Okay, do you want to just meet with them right near the mailboxes then?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, George, I'll let them know to meet you with you out there, okay?
Actually, could you have it?
Check this out, gang. This what he was doing. Listen to the call carefully, and I'm finna guide you on it. He was stalking him. This in the dark. He got his hoodie on. And this raining. Ain't nothing suspicious about a man got a hoodie on and it's raining outside. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing suspicious. So he called the police, was like, look, it's a man with a hoodie and he looking suspicious and it's raining outside. So what he do, he following him. So guess what he did while he was following him? You got to think about Trayvon Martin already know that he's following him. So while he's following him, you know, they're spooking Trayvon Martin like, man, who is this car? You know what I'm saying? I ain't even from around here. You know what I'm saying? What's this car pulling up on me like? So boom. So the car pulling up and you see George Zimmerman getting out the car because you hear the police like, are you following him? And you hear loud breathing. So he jogging towards his area. Once he jogging towards his area, you hearing somebody knocking. I don't know if it's Trayvon Martin knocking at the door at this particular time trying to get help because I never heard the voice. And make sure I put this in perspective that he called a non-emergency number, just like Miss Teresa did. She dialed a non-emergency number. Both of these calls weren't made to the 911 dispatch. You see what I'm saying, gang? It wasn't made. These was a, look, you reading it, non-911 call. Emergency police officer. He's down with the neighborhood watch. So he got a 7-digit number in his phone that he called it at a time that he thinking this man is being suspicious.
Could you have him call me and I'll tell him where I'm at?
Okay, yeah, that's no problem.
You need my number? You got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, no problem. I'll let them know to call you when they're in the area.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
The next 2 minutes later,
Don't know why.
I don't know why. I think they're yelling help, but I don't know.
They're wrestling right in the back of my porch.
And someone's yelling.
now look, this 2 minutes later, when he hung up the phone call, check this out. He got out the car. He following him. I heard Trayvon trying to knock on somebody though. He stalking him. So what he did when he got close to Trayvon, he ended the call with the police. And once he ended the call with the police, now you got a struggle. Now this is 2 minutes after. Look.
Sounds like a male.
And you don't know why?
I don't know why. I think they're yelling help, but I don't know.
They're wrestling right in the back of my porch.
And someone's yelling 2 doors down from me, screaming, hollering, help, help, help.
So you think he's yelling help?
Yes.
All right, what is your...
And the gunshot. Now you got a gunshot, gang. Bruh, stalk that man, hunt that man down. Well, he had his mindset of, let me get out the car, I'm finna hunt him down, act like I don't know who he is, but I know he just... And check this out, George Zimmerman is shorter than Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin is taller than Trey. Why would a short man will run up on a big man? You see what I'm saying? With a gun. He got his gun on him. And you can hear him cocking it before he get out the car. You can hear him cocking it, getting out the car, going, and he finna pursue what he think is a suspect. Now look. Boom. He in the car with the police. Now they scuffling. You hear Trayvon Martin screaming for help. That ain't him. That ain't Zimmerman screaming for help. Right? Here go the reenactment.
This is the T intersection event we're talking about?
Yes.
And while we're talking about this, let's talk about some of the frailties inherent in the animation. You do not suggest that there is any witness that specifically identifies, for example, in this case, Trayvon Martin walking just along one side of the sidewalk. Is that correct?
Correct.
That is an estimation based upon George Zimmerman's testimony that he was approached from the left and the back?
Correct. And there was no, I didn't find any evidence or witnesses to dispute.
Okay. So then we have this. That information right there, does that come, where does that?
Now stop it right here. Now this in the court. Y'all, this finna get real serious. Cause I didn't even know all of this was going on. When I mean all of this what I mean. Keep this in mind. George Zimmerman is off the phone with the police dispatch. Cause now Trayvon is confronted by Zimmerman. And look where they at, in the dark area in the back. So you know Trayvon Martin was like trying to get out the way. Was like, man, I don't know who this dude is. And he following me. And keep this in mind. He supposed to be on the phone with his girlfriend. Look, y'all, he supposed to be on this phone with his girlfriend. Cause soon when they struck each other, that's when the phone went dead. On the phone with his girlfriend. All right. So boom. Now they scuffling. Now you got to go to the witness. Because now you finna listen to what the witness heard. Because the witness, you finna get multiple 911 calls. Guess what they all seen? Look.
Come from that gave you the foundation to create that portion of the animation?
From Mr. Zimmerman's video walkthrough and also from Jenna Lauer's and Jeremy Weinberg's police report.
And to a certain extent from Ms. Sediker's also location of the general event?
Yes.
Now we see the arrow, which we talked about a moment ago. And is that what you had talked about being the arrow instead of having the actual figures move without any witnesses to identify them?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't know why?
I don't know why. I think they're yelling help, but I don't know.
Now check this out. Y'all want to know what's so strange about it? Cause look, when it came to the court, they got Trayvon on top of George Zimmerman, making him look like the aggressor. But the other way around, George Zimmerman is on top of Trayvon Martin, cause he shot him in the chest in this positioning. In this positioning. Go to the autopsy report. You know, because when the autopsy report, it's going to show you the position and how the person got shot, the blood spatter, and all of this. So what George Zimmerman would did, he must have had to stage the bruises on his body like on the back of his head. Because he want to support the theory that I'm on my back, he got the best of me. You see what I'm saying? Or, check this out. Look at from a real detective standpoint. What if Trayvon Martin got the best of him? Put them hands on him, end up in this position. And this thing you know, George Zimmerman got the upper hand and got on top of him. Cause next thing you know, that's when he gonna draw his gun and you're gonna hear the gunshots.
Son someone like say
Does he look?
And advise the court, if you would, how the determination was made to use the third position.
The third position was from consultation with Dr. DeMaio, and also proximity to the prior position, which was just seconds before, and also to the items of evidence around that area.
Did it also include the final resting place of Mr. Martin?
Eventually.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not.
All right, this the reenactment. Check this out, gang. Watch this. Check this out. You heard the 911 call. He's stalking him.
Everybody behave. And action. Okay, I'm going to.
All right, this the neighborhood. Watch how crazy this is. So they start from his address.
February the 27th. It's now 5:20 in the afternoon, 17:20 hours. And this is reference to Sanford Police case number 2012 5000
1136.
1136.
This is where he tells me he first sees him.
First spots in here? Okay.
So they really showing you the route where they went. Now check out the route. This is when I learned about the Kenneka Jenkins case. It's the routes.
This is retreat.
This is still retreat via circle.
So at this point, he doesn't get out of his car. He spots him and he's watching him, right?
It's about where 1440 is that he indicated.
There you go.
on the map
He
is
followed
about
him
where
from
he
the
saw
stove.
Okay.
When he first spotted him.
And he's walking in what direction?
The person who's walking towards the house.
Which is through the opening right there?
I'm trying to figure out where he's
Okay, so through that opening right there?
No. He's walking up the street here.
Okay.
He's continuing down retreat via circle.
Why don't you go ahead and ride with him to get the audio from inside there? See what he's talking about? Well, I guess not.
He's going to stop again up here because he's
This the reason why I'm saying it, cause Gina Mcgill said this out her own mouth. I was in private investigator for the Trayvon Martin case. If you go back to Gina McGill, listen to what she was saying about the Trayvon Martin case. Right? I ain't even gonna tell you what it is. Now that's just a little homework for y'all to do. Cause think about this. This is what I want everybody to focus on. Damn. Gina McGill talking about Trayvon Martin, and she was an advocate and a private investigator for this case, and she was talking about it was a cover up in this case, and I want to see what she mean by that. Cause why would this would be anything doing with Kenneka Jenkins? I ain't saying that this got anything to do with the Kenneka Jenkins. I'm just saying it could be a same ritual that's going on. Cause don't y'all know this happened in Miami, Florida. And we already know that, you know what I'm saying, who from Miami, Florida, you know, who got ties in Florida, you know what I'm saying, the YouTuber, T Nights. Right? So I ain't just saying that this got something related to do with the Kenneka Jenkins case. Just say it's the same ritual. Know what I'm saying? Y'all be the judge if the family in on this, cause you'll be surprised what happened in court.
Let him get it done.
They want you to do that.
All right, I'm gonna pause it. Pick him up at?
Right here, right in front of this house.
Okay. Right in front of 1460?
Yes, sir.
See that right here?
And what was he was walking in between the buildings, or?
He was walking like in the grassy area, like up towards, kind of between these two poles, and like I said, it was rainy, and he was just leisurely looking at them. I just felt like something was off about him.
Right.
See, he came from the grocery store, and Trayvon Martin come from the 7-Eleven. You see what I'm saying? It ain't no telling when the stalking process began. Because once you go back, check this out. If you go back to this on the evening of February 26, 2012, Stanford, Florida, United States, George Zimmerman fatally shot Trayvon Martin, a 17-year-old African American. Zimmerman was 26 at the time. A man identified as an Hispanic and was neighborhood watch. Neighborhood watch. So, it's a neighborhood watch corrupt? Cause you know they deal with police officers. And they the one that call the police officers to suspect anything suspicious in the neighborhood. Just say if this neighborhood watch it, like we don't want just these black people walking in our neighborhood, and we really don't want them in our community. So let's set up one of these black people for victim. You know what I'm saying? And the family don't have no clue. I'm just saying. Cause it's like police brutality. It's like racially profiling. Cause all of it racially profiling. If you don't believe me, listen to this call.
Are you driving way less than you used to?
This Elijah McCain call.
Are you over 25?
Same story. Same story.
I don't know. You think that color's like a brown long sleeve shirt?
Okay.
And then black sweat.
Okay. Sweatpants. Okay. Give me one moment. I'm just adding notes. Are you or anyone else in danger right now?
Man, I know they ain't messing with the Wi-Fi now. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on, gang. Oh. shit.
Okay, is it Blackhawk Way, Blackhawk
Street.
Okay, give me 1 second. Just repeat that intersection for verification.
Bloom Street and Blackhawk.
Okay, are you sure you're not on, give me 1 second. Is it possibly Evergreen?
No, this is Aurora.
Okay, well, no, I understand that. I just don't
Check
show
out
you
his
anywhere near a
location.
Blackhawk.
See that?
Okay, just stay on the line.
Now look, this is what everybody failing to realize, that if you calling on a cell phone and you giving the police your location and you not for sure where your location, the police could see your location on your phone. This how the police get away with these crimes, bruh. Cause she just said, look, it's not showing me you at this location. It's showing me you at another location. Was he closely to Elijah McCain? Let's figure this one out.
No, I understand that. I just don't show you anywhere near a Blackhawk.
It's Blackhawk Street.
Okay, just stay on the line. Give me 1 moment. I don't show you... What I'm saying is I don't show you anywhere near Billings and Blackhawk.
What about Billings Street and Evergreen Avenue?
Okay, that's where I show you near. Okay, what's the phone number you're calling from?
Now look at the tactic the police. Now this one thing the tactic police gonna do. I don't see you at this location. Can you be specific? But the whole time they seeing the location where he at. They know the location where he at. So boom. Now you know what location he at, right? Since she just confirmed, look where the crime happened at. Look where the crime happened at. Sound like the dude that's on the call with the police is stalking him too. He's stalking him too, but he just don't want to let these people know that he's stalking him. He trying to make it look like I seen the suspicious person. He walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Watch this game. I'm going to mute my mic.
And your name?
Juan.
And your last name, Juan? Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
So there's a guy. He's watching the what's the opposite of north?
South.
South, yeah. He's walking south on Billings Street. And he has a mask on.
Okay.
Since the police identified his location, he right at the location still watching the man walking down the street. Now y'all see how this game work? Look how this game work. You can look at it this one or two ways. Do we stay in a community that got neighborhood watching the black community and would sacrifice us for their ritual belief? I know this gonna sound crazy, cause if that sound crazy, I know this don't sound crazy when it comes to the Daffy murder, when they said there was the oldest ritual going on and it was proof of that. So now he following him on Bibby Street cause the police told him, oh, I see your location. I know where you went. I just need you to confirm that. So when he confirmed that, he seen the man walk down the street. So let's just let y'all know he didn't want to tell the police that he was still following and stalking him. Look, all of this shit is hate crimes against black people, bruh.
And then And then when I pass by him, he puts his hands up and does all these kinds of signs. I don't know. He looks sketchy. He might be a good person or a bad person.
Yeah.
But they're all mask on.
Okay. His arms. Okay. I'm going to put a call in so officers can go see what's going on, okay? Are you still at that location now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. When did this happen? When did you see him?
Right now, he's like, I just turned around and he's like putting his hands up.
Okay. Don't approach him, okay? If you need to, just drive away. I don't want you to go near him. Were any weapons involved or mentioned?
No.
Okay. I already have a call in, okay? I need to get his full description. What race is he?
I think he's a black male.
Okay. How old does he look? I know he's wearing a mask.
You see that? How you know what he look like if he got a mask on? And it's dark outside. How you know this man ain't white or spends for the kids, cigars, brews? It's a neighborhood store. You see what I'm saying? Now this in the hood. You're gonna see niggas from the hood post up at the store selling, you know, whatever they do. But if you in the suburb, none of this ain't going on. Only difference is, now they seeing you coming from the store and you look just like them niggas from the hood. So you don't supposed to belong here. Let's sacrifice you. All right.
I have no clue.
Okay. What color's the mask or what does it look like?
Black.
Black mask. I want you to go near him. Were any weapons involved or mentioned?
No.
Okay. I already have a call in, okay? I need to get his full description. What race is he?
I think he's a black male.
Okay. How old does he look? I know he's wearing a mask.
I have no clue.
Okay. What color's the mask or what does it look like?
Black.
Black mask?
He's like a gas station on Billing Street on Colfax mask.
Okay. Is it like a ski mask or what type of...
He just mentioned the store. All this crucial information. You followed this man from the store. Just like Trayvon Martin was followed from the store. And all of them had candies and Skittles and sneaker bars in their fucking hands. It's the same narrative. You guys look at Trayvon Martin last moment when he left the store. They did a reactment on that, right? Then they did a reactment on Elijah McCain at the same store. And they were all purchasing Skittles and sneakers. These niggas was still eating candy. How is they gangster, bro? How can you fear a man coming out the corner store with some Starbursts and Skittles? You know that man ain't no threat. Cause the first thing we gonna think, man, he must got the munchies. He a young nigga, you know what I'm saying? He ain't growing up yet, you know stuff like that, bro. Cause check this out. I walked to a corner store when I was a teenager. And I was just going there because I was suspended from school. So I'm like, well, let me go to the store and buy me some loose cigarettes. And I went to buy the loose cigarettes, took a couple of puffs, walking back home. Next thing you know, police pulled down on me. Said, I've been carjacking and robbing everybody. And don't you know, they took my whole childhood. Cause now I'm in the penitentiary. For years. Never went to 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. When I got out of jail, just imagine you done skip your whole 8, 9, 10, and you get out of jail, and now you in your 11th grade year. Now you get out of jail, and your man said, like, man, I don't want to hang with these young ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? Cause you done been hit to some old game, some old school shit, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to hang around no young niggas that don't know nothing. I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And check this out. If I would have known what I known then, I would have had $1 million lawsuit and exposed the whole juvenile system. I would have exposed the whole juvenile system. Cause check this out. If you say I was involved with a crime, you had the main suspect behind jail, but you knew I was innocent because no evidence never matched. You got everybody there on the crime. You got the evidence, you got your case. But since me was an staking it, I didn't know what I'm saying. And they were like, well, just put him in the mix too. And it just to take me years just to prove my innocence, and you got all the evidence there in the court. You should have been let me go. That supposed to been, you know what I'm saying? That's a silver lawsuit, bruh. That's a silver lawsuit. When I went to the penitentiary, I ain't know nothing about killing, robbing, stealing, gang popping, you know, pimping their horn. I ain't know nothing about none of that. Till I went to jail. When I came out of jail, I'm full-fledged pimping. Man, I'm like 70 Sam out here. I'm 2 gun slanging, goddamn it, gang banging, the most ruthless gangster in town. Man, I'm cowboy wild west at this moment. I'm wild child now. See what I'm saying? But look, listen to the call. You calling on this man because he got a ski mask on. We already know how white folks and racist people. I ain't just gonna say white folks. I'm gonna just say racist people. He got a mask on. He look like he up to something. He full of drugs. Don't y'all know they said Elijah was full of drugs and they were overpowering the police, and that's why they had to hit him in the neck with the guy. Look.
Whose mask is it?
Yeah, like a ski mask.
Okay, and then what else is he wearing?
I don't know. You think that color's like a brown long sleeve shirt or
okay,
and then black sweat.
Okay. Sweatpants. Okay. Give me one moment. I'm just adding notes. Are you or anyone else in danger right now?
No.
Okay. We have this call in, sir. Don't approach that person and do not disturb anything at the scene. We are going to have officers dispatched to check the area and try to locate him, okay?
Okay. He's walking towards the gas station on Third Street, Colfax.
Yep. I let them know that, okay?
Watch this. This where he slipped up at. This what gonna convict everybody in court. This what got everybody life in prison right now. This man said he headed towards the store. So he called the police on the man before he came from the store. So you know he came from a direction, from a neighborhood that don't have a entrance, meaning that he had to come from the neighborhood to get to this store. Ain't like he came from the store into this neighborhood and made it look like a stranger. So he's stalking him. Look, he heading towards to the store right now, black hooded and everything. But watch how the police finna handle the situation though. After that, and tell me, is this a ritual that the police is in on this?
So don't follow him or anything. We're going to have officers come check the area, okay?
Okay.
Just call us back immediately if anything changes or if you have any further information.
Sounds good.
All right. And do you need officers to contact you, sir?
No, it's fine.
Okay, thank you. Call us back immediately if anything changes.
Okay, well.
Thank you.
Do me a favor, stop right there. Hey, stop right there. Stop. Stop.
Look how quick the police responded. If you got this man calling him saying he on his way to the store and he looks suspicious, look how quick the police respond, catching him from the corner store, making the purchase. Now that's too fast for a police respond. Right, gang? So right now, do this look like a setup? Do this look like police, you know what I'm saying, targeting? Because they got all your information. They know who you with before they pull up on you, bro. This man just came from the store. They already done white did.
Stop. Stop. I have a right to stop you because you're being suspicious.
Well, okay.
Turn around.
No,
Turn around.
I see your hands, bro.
Turn around. Stop. Stop tensing up, dude. Stop tensing up, bro. Stop tensing up.
Let go of me.
Stop tensing up. Stop tensing up.
No, let go of me.
Stop tensing up.
No, I am an introvert. Please respect
tensing
the
up.
boundaries that I am speaking.
Stop tensing up.
Stop.
Relax.
Stop. I'm going home.
Relax or I'm going.
Check this out. They know he wasn't no danger. And they know he wasn't no gang member just by the way he speaking. The way he talking. I know he green. I know he ain't in the streets. You see what I'm saying? I know he ain't just that type of dude. He just that type of dude, just a regular, you know what I'm saying, average teenager, just into other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, look at this, bruh. They look at the time. They got the time on her. Look how quick the police responded when this man called on him saying suspicious. And look how this police come aggressively. Aggressively.
Do me a favor, stop right there. Hey, stop right there. Stop.
You suspicious.
Stop. 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 I have a right to stop you because you're being suspicious.
Well, okay.
Turn around.
No,
Turn around.
I see your hands, bro.
Turn around. Stop. Stop tensing up, dude. Stop tensing up, bro. Stop tensing up.
Let go of me.
Stop tensing up. Stop tensing up.
No, let go of me.
Stop tensing up.
No, I am an introvert. Please respect
tensing
the
up.
boundaries that I am speaking.
Stop tensing up.
Stop.
Relax.
Stop. I'm going home.
Relax or I'm going to have to change this situation. Stop.
Leave me alone.
Stop.
He just told him, man, you better stop before I change this whole situation. So you know he had murder on his mind. That's why he got convicted. That's why he got convicted, bruh. Man, look, how many times the police would call in the neighborhood just complain about black folks alone. And then the police were like, man, look, call us the next time and you know what I'm saying? Or we'll set this shit up and put a stop to this. Man, y'all ain't thinking the way I'm thinking, bro. Y'all ain't thinking the way how we being targeted by the police and these people. You think about informers. When y'all think about informers, you think about gang members snitching on gang members. Man, you got to think about it. You got these old people in the neighborhood that's calling the police a part of the neighborhood watching, telling everything what you doing around the neighborhood. Look at this, bruh.
Please, no, can you leave me alone?
No, we're gonna
First you guys started to arrest me, and I was stopping my music to listen. Now let go of me.
Let's get over to grass.
Lay you down. I intend to take my power back. If I intend to be censored, I intend to be censored.
Just grab your gun, dude.
Stop, dude.
Man, this just showed you that that man might been in an encounter with the police before for him to treat them like that. Cause he already knew what time it was when they approached him, bro. You see that game? If you listen to the whole conversation and the whole video, I'm like, man, these folk already got a problem with this man. They already know who he is. They already know who he is, where he come from. You know what I'm saying? And cause check this out, I come from a hood that man, I got white. I'm in a neighborhood right now, and I got a black man that be calling police on me all the time. But it's this other man next door to him, white man. He be calling police on me all the time. And when they do call the police, cause they be complaining about the music, cause I got slam in the trunk. I like to smoke and drink when I'm in the driveway and stuff. Cause I'm clean. I'm sitting on rims. I'm washed up. Wipe me down, little boosie. You know what I'm talking about? I'm clean. So they see that, they be like, let me call the police because his trunk rattling. And the police pull up like, ain't nothing we could do, you know what I'm talking about? Because, yeah, we don't see that's a noise complaint and that make them mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the type of shit that I was going through. And I just imagine this, what if they met, y'all remember when y'all were following me? And when I told y'all my neighbors called the police on me and tried to get my dog, because he tried to say my dog be barking at night and I need to bring my dog in the house. I'm like, man, what you mean? My dog disturbing the peace. Man, I got all this on my Facebook page. I'm like, what you mean, bro? You know what I'm saying? So I already knew when the police came over there, he was in favor with that white man and that sucker black man that's kissing the white man ass. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't belong there. Cause I don't look like them old and wrinkly and shit with a George Jefferson haircut. I'm still a young nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I'm still a young nigga and I still got swag and I walk with a limp. Cause it's the bread that I got in my back pockets. That's why my booty look big, because if you look at my back pocket, ain't nothing but hundreds back there. So if you want to know why Trey ain't be so thick from the back, because it be them bangs. It just, you know what I'm saying, I have them back there because in case I want to sit down, it stop the cushion, you know what I'm talking about? It breaks the fall down, you know what I'm talking about? But yeah, let's carry on, gang. Let's listen to this though.
Of me. No, let go of me.
This isn't gonna go well.
No, I am an introvert. Please respect the boundaries that I am speaking.
Relax.
Stop. I'm going home.
Relax, or I'm going to have to change this situation.
Dude, hey, leave me
Relax,
alone.
sir, can you please?
No, I don't want to do this, alright? Leave me alone.
No, we're gonna.
First off, you guys started to arrest me, and I was stopping my music to listen. Now let go of me.
Get over the. Let's get over the grass. We're gonna lay you down. Okay, come on.
This a ritual that y'all seeing. Gang, this is the ritual. Don't y'all know what the ritual is when it comes to Freemasonry? Most law enforcement in Freemasonry, that's why you got the badge on, symbolize the same symbols in the pyramids. All right. So, look at this ritual being reenactment that happened in ancient times when they were sacrificing, you know what I'm saying, the first flock of the family or the bad flock of the family. This the same ritual. If I pull up a Masonic ritual showing you how to sacrifice, how you think sacrifice go? You know what I'm saying? How you think the victim's gonna be? You think the victim just gonna lay there and just let them folk kill them? Look, this is ritual.
I intend to take my power back. And I intend to be
moving forward with him, okay?
I intend to be
Just rest it down, dude.
Stop, dude.
Body camera off. They asphyxiating him. They covering his breath up. See that?
Stop, dude. You got him? Stop, dude. We got his arms. We got his arms.
See that?
We got his arms. Nope. Nope, not yet.
You don't hear him though. You don't hear no scuffle.
Let go of the choke. I got him. I got him. I got him in the hammer.
So he ain't doing nothing. They pressuring him.
Wouldn't have fire start. Put your arm out, dude. Can't get it. I can't get it. Let go of your arm. There we go. People coming, but just start fire.
Listen who breathing.
Okay, I've got his other arm. Okay, the other arm. Tuck that on. Okay.
They giving orders.
Dude. Dude, just stop fighting.
Who is that?
Taser, taser, taser in a second. You're gonna get tased in a second. Stop fighting. Stop fighting, you're gonna get tased. I've got his arm. Okay, hold on. You got that one out. Yep. Stop, dude. Get up and circle. Relax. Just relax. 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 Bring that arm back.
You could tell the way that he talking, they smothering him. That's asphyxiation. Don't you know what's the most common death in police? They put their knees on your chest and cover your mouth up and your nose and make it hard for you to breathe. They knew what they were doing in the George Floyd case. Had that man face down on the ground by the muffler that's shooting out carbon monoxide. They knew that carbon monoxide was the poison. Kill him with the poison of the carbon monoxide and just say, yeah, he had drugs in his system. He was a meth head. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the Elijah McCain, bro, because I cried when I'm listening to this man. Check this out. You can look, law enforcement know who the gang members is. How the hell you think this man is a threat to you? You know you flinch at him, he gon' goddamn break a bone trying to cover up. Look. And you don't think the witness standing by watching? You got a witness watching this. The same person that called the police on him.
Straddle him, figure for his legs. Recover position, trust me. Recovery. I have his legs. It's 282. We got him chained. Still fighting us in the ground. My name is Elijah McClain. That's all. We had to use karate. That's what I was doing. I was just going home. I made you for my blueprint. I heard some snoring. I just don't like going home. I'm just different. I'm just different. That's all. That's all I was doing. It was actually Rosenberg. I'm just so sorry. You're gun, dude. I have no gun. That's where I tried. I don't do that stuff. I don't do any fighting. Other units that are not here. Why were you touching me? I don't do guns.
Check this out. Y'all want to know how this was a ritual? They never identified him. When the police come in contact with you, they're going to have to identify you. Who is you? Before they even conduct an investigation. What's your name? Your date of birth. This is the reason why we out on the call. They ain't concerned about that. Because they already know who he is. And the same person that called 911 is watching all of this. This is why the police dropped all their video. Body cam on the ground. But you can listen to what they doing to him. He's submitting to these people. Cause he trusting these people, man. Please don't kill me. I ain't gonna wiggle. I'ma do what you say. If you tell me to shut up, I'ma shut up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing. Ain't no scuffle or nothing. Listen to this conversation.
I don't even kill flies. I don't eat meat. I'm not a vegetarian. I don't judge people.
No, I mean, I tried to stop him. He started walking away.
I tried to live a secret.
When we showed him up,
And all life.
he was wearing a ski
And I
mask.
respect all life.
He walked, so I mean, that,
Forgive me.
yeah.
All I was trying to do was become better.
We started that because he reached for
He was like,
Rosie's
you're
gun,
gonna Tesla.
and we had him on the wall.
But I'll do it. I'll do it.
Alright, what are you gonna do?
He's saying don't do it. If he's saying don't do it, right now he's saying don't do it. What they finna do to him? If he's saying what don't do it, and the camera is on the ground, you know what I'm saying? It's recording, but it ain't showing them. Let's see what they finna do. Let's just see what they finna do.
No, he called.
All life.
I saw him walking
I
down.
will do it.
Exactly where it was.
Maybe I'm about to sacrifice my identity. I'll do it. I'll do it. Sure. I guess.
Look at this.
You all are phenomenal.
That's great.
We are beautiful. Yeah, I love it.
That's fine.
Neutrality.
He was hitting
And
us.
forgive me. How about
Let me stop it right there. Y'all heard Elijah McClain pleading for help. We ain't even got to keep, you know what I'm saying? We know what he's screaming for. I just want to rewind this. Just focus on the police conversation. Focus on the police conversation. This a ritual all day long. They ain't concerned about why he's suspicious, why he coming from the store. They just happen hearing him slamming down and got to the ritual. Listen.
so sorry. I have no gun.
You're gonna get tased in a second. Stop fighting.
We're gonna start it from the top. When they first encountered him, when the body cams came off. Check this out.
I intend to take my power back. If I intend to be censored. I intend to be censored.
Just grab your gun, dude.
Stop, dude.
All white people. All white races, right?
Listen to me. No, let go of me.
Look.
This isn't gonna go well. No, I am an introvert. Please respect the boundaries that I am speaking.
Relax.
Stop.
Relax.
Stop. I'm going home.
Relax, or I'm going to have to
Leave
change
me
this
alone.
situation.
Dude, hey,
Stop.
leave
Relax.
me alone.
Sir, can you please?
No,
We don't
want
wanna
to
do
do
this, all right?
Leave me alone.
No, we're gonna.
First off, you guys started to arrest me, and I was stopping my music to listen. Now let go of me.
Get over the. Let's get over the grass. We're gonna lay you down. Okay? Come on.
It's not going to be an arrest. I intend to take my power back.
Stop,
and I
dude.
intend to
We're
be
gonna move forward with him, okay?
censored. I intend to be censored.
Just grab your gun, dude.
Stop, dude. Oh, great.
Give us more. Give us some more units. We're fighting them.
Stop, dude. You got him? Stop, dude. We got his arms. We got his arms.
You want them?
Yep, we got his arms.
Yep.
Nope, not yet. Let go of your arms, dude. Let go of the choke. I got him. I got him. I got him in the arm hammer. Pull his other arm out. Nice and slow. Slow it down. Slow it down. Get his arm.
Wouldn't have fire start.
Put your arm out, dude. Can't get it. I can't get it.
Let go of your arm.
There we go. People coming, but just start fire. Okay, I've got his other arm.
Okay. The other arm.
Tuck that on. Okay. He's flipping. He's flipping. Dude. Dude, just stop fighting.
I'm jumping.
Taser in a second. You're gonna get tased in a second. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. You're gonna get tased. I got his arm. Okay, hold on. You got that one out. Yep. Stop, dude. Get off the circle. Relax. Just relax. Relax. Bring that arm back. He's getting cussed. Bring his arm back. Force his arm back. Check out right here. It's in a bar hammer. Stop.
Okay. I can't breathe. Please stop.
Okay. Right, side. Straddle him. Figure for his legs. Recover position. Trust me. Recover. I have his legs.
I have no idea. Right here.
I have no idea. Too late, too. We got him detained. Still fighting us in the ground.
My name is Elijah McLean.
Yeah,
That's all.
we had to use karate.
That's what I was doing. I was just going home. What? I'm in super in my blueprint.
I heard some snoring.
I just don't like going home. I'm just different. I'm just different. That's all. That's all I was doing.
It was actually Rosenberg.
I'm just so sorry.
Your gun, dude.
I have no gun.
That's where I tried.
I don't do that stuff. I don't do any fighting.
Other units that are not here.
Why
you
would
slow
you
it down a
touch
little
me?
bit.
I don't do guns. I don't even kill flies. I don't eat meat. I'm not a vegetarian. I don't judge people.
No, I mean, I tried to stop him. He started walking away.
I try to live a secret.
When we showed him up,
And all
when we
life.
showed up, he was wearing a ski.
And I respect all life.
He walked, so I mean, that's...
Forgive me.
Yeah.
All I was trying to do was become better.
We started that because he reached for
He's like,
Rosie's gun,
making a Tesla.
and we had him on the wall.
But I'll do it. I'll do it.
Alright, what are you gonna do?
Can you collect my camera?
My
camera grass. No,
So,
he called.
all life.
I saw him walking
I
down.
will do it.
Exactly where it was.
I'm about to sacrifice my identity. I'll do it. I'll do it. Sure. I guess
Look at this.
you all are phenomenal.
That's great.
We are beautiful. Yeah, I love it.
That's fine.
Neutrality.
He was hitting
And
at us.
forgive me. I'm a Pisces sun in a mood. Gemini. Stop. I'm so sorry. Oh.
Man, y'all hear that, bro?
Yeah, this is very strong.
He went like this, dude.
Makes the G work.
See that?
That hurts.
Can you check on, there's another body camera. It's probably split like this one. It's like right here.
Up here?
I lost a cuff too. Right here.
Man, you made me so mad, bro.
Alright.
I lost a cuff somewhere. That's right here.
So, there's glasses and a phone over here.
One more body camera too somewhere.
Right here.
Now,
So you know how all
watch
these
this.
people are going back to school and you're like, how do they afford that? Check out UMGC.
Now look.
I don't know. Stop.
Listen to this. Same thing, gang. This is crazy. This is crazy. Same thing. Audio record 911 call made just before Amari was shot and killed by prejudiced white people.
Communications Operator Smith.
Hey, I'm about to steal a storage. There's break-ins out here. There's a guy in the house right now. It's a house under construction.
Okay, do you have your address or that house's address?
Right at 219 or 220 Secilla Drive.
And you said someone's breaking into it right now?
No, it's all open. It's under construction. And he's running right now. There he goes right now.
Okay, what is he doing?
He's running down the street. Tall
Okay.
Back into the
Okay, that's fine. I'll get them out there. I just need to know what he was doing wrong. Was he just on the premises and not supposed to be?
Stuff on it. And he's been caught on the camera a bunch before at night. It's kind of an ongoing thing out here. The man that's building the house has got heart issues. I think he's not going to finish it. So.
Okay, that's fine. And you said it was a male in a black t-shirt?
A white t-shirt. Black guy, white t-shirt. And he's done running back into the neighborhood.
911, what's the address of emergency?
I'm out here at Satilla Shores. There's a black male running down the street.
Satilla, where?
Now let me straighten up this 911 call. Don't y'all remember? In the beginning, they showed us a video. Allegedly, that's Ahmaud Arbery that was in that abandoned house looking around in a white t-shirt with beige khaki pants. That wasn't him. There was a previous video where we just heard on a 911 call happen earlier. I don't know how many days or weeks, you know what I'm saying? But that video was stored. Watch this. This was proven in court. And the news media confessed it and said there was not Ahmaud Arbery. You know what I'm saying? There was just a dude that was jogging in the neighborhood and he was looking at the work because he was going to school. You know what I'm talking about? But it wasn't my Arbery. So they used that video when he was running out the house. They used that video, and when the crime was committed, they merged it together and made you think that's my Arbery running out the house, at the vacant house, and that's when they chased him. And the whole time, there was a pre-recorded video that the incident that happened earlier that week or a couple of days before. You see what I'm saying? And so now the dispatch call that you listening to now is the actual crime scene. Watch this.
Where?
And he's done running back into the neighborhood.
911, what's the address of emergency?
Next call.
I'm out here at Satilla Shores. There's a black male running down the street.
Satilla, where at Satilla Shores?
This a planned hit.
Stop, watch that!
See that? That's a hit.
Sir, hello, sir.
That's
sir,
a hit. So boom, they just to show you the setup. They saved that video in case another African black male run in their neighborhood. Look. 3 minutes done passed. Ain't that the same thing that when I showed y'all when it came to the George Zimmerman, it was 2 minutes past. He's struggling with his suspect. Now it's 3 minutes past in the Ahmaud Arbery case when he's speaking to the caller when the sirens can be heard approaching in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes. Look how quick they showed up on Elijah McClain. In 2 minutes. Bruh. You don't see what I'm seeing?
Hello?
They listened to the whole thing when his phone was recorded. That's what got him convicted. Look. Listen to George Zimmerman when he reenacted the case. Y'all, when I say when George Zimmerman told his story and when Ahmaud Arbery's killers, when they told their story, it's the same thing like an insurance scam. If you get hip to this insurance scam, it's going to spread and everybody going to be doing the same thing. You see what I'm saying? And I got so many murders lined up for this because I'm going to show y'all Freemasonry. Because y'all already say Mr. Risa, Eastern Star. Then you got Trayvon Martin. Daddy is the Eastern Star. You see what I'm saying? And then if you listen to George Zimmerman, y'all got to know when his daddy called and reported him missing. Now, if you leave your condo round about at this time, just say at 7 some, and the police shooting what happened in the neighborhood right after the fact that we went to the store and you got police surrounding the neighborhood and all this and they doing the investigation and the parents don't know this because this in their neighborhood. So keep this in mind. You don't think that they didn't knew something was wrong in the neighborhood till the next day later that they had to make a missing report case and it was a murder conducted in the neighborhood and you got witness all out here in the neighborhood spreading the word and the family is unaware of this? And the family is unaware of this. Cause you gotta go with the time stamp. Look when he went to the store, when he left the house, period. They always start in front of the store. They didn't even start when he left the house and had contact with his family. Watch this shit, bro.
So I said, and there's been a history of break-ins in that building, and I called previously about this
same
house.
Thing.
When the police arrived at this house, when I called the
that's the same thing. What they did, the same thing he said. What when it came to the the Ahmaud case. Look.
I'm about to steal a sword. There's break-ins out here. There's a guy in the house right now. It's a house under construction.
Okay, Gina, do you have your address or the other house's address?
Right at 219 or 220 Satilla Drive.
And you said someone's breaking into it right now?
No, it's all open. It's under construction. And he's running right now. There he goes right now.
Okay, what is he doing?
He's running down the street. Oh,
This time, the windows were open and the door was unlocked. And the police came and secured it. So I said, you know what? It's better to just call. And I kept driving. I passed him, and he kept staring at me and staring around, looking around.
So make a call and say it's a lot of burglars that been breaking in the neighborhood. That's the reason why you calling, because you seen suspicious people activity. But it's no records showing that nobody's house been burglarized. It's just these people saying that, man, look, it's been reports of a house burglarized. Come on, gang. Come on now. Man, talk to me. You see the same thing. This is like the dope game. Man, you get these for this certain amount. I get this for this certain amount. You know what I'm saying? I don't know us know this, but the other suckers don't know this because they paying, you know what I'm saying, this price for that. And we busting them up and they don't even know it. They thinking it's a deal. Look, listen what he's saying.
To see who else was, I don't know why he was looking, but...
Did he walk off from there, or did he stop there last night?
He stopped, and he like looked around, and that's why that's what threw me off. Was it's raining. I didn't understand why somebody would be just stopping in the rain, especially
Stopping in the
It
rain.
wasn't like he was trying to run to get out of the rain, and I had never seen him before. Didn't look like he was exercising.
Where was he standing at when he stopped?
Right in front of 14th.
Right there.
Sidewalk or in the
Yeah, in the grassy area.
Right in the grassy area? Okay.
Now, this where he said he was standing in the grassy area, and you just heard him say that this where he saw him. So this let you know Trayvon Martin was in fear for his life if he's standing in this area trying to see why this man following me, bruh. So he was intimidating him. So if you intimidate him and got him all in these bushy areas because he feared for his life, now you can make it look like, man, look, he looking real suspicious. So now he in this area. Pie y'all. Man, y'all thumb me up, Jack. I appreciate the lights going up. Because we got tea.
Like about right in front of where the car is?
Yes, sir.
This the route.
And then you
I drove past him.
Okay.
So he drove past him.
Up here on the
So now look, Trayvon Martin in another direction, so he going this direction.
What was his naturally? You're good. Naturally, he left. He
So look.
caught you up here, or
Yes, I called the non-emergency line, and when I got through, I parked at the clubhouse.
All right, that's the clubhouse. So he know Trayvon Martin is gonna be behind us, right? Let's go back to the 911 call. Let's go back to the 911 call.
Hey, we've had some break-ins in my neighborhood, and there's a real suspicious guy. It's Retrieve View Circle. The best address I can give you is 111 Retrieve View Circle. This guy looks like he's up to no good, or he's on drugs or something. It's raining, and he's just walking around looking about.
Okay, and this guy, is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He looks black.
Did you see what he was wearing?
Yeah, a dark hoodie, like a gray hoodie, and either jeans or sweatpants and white tennis shoes. He's here now. He was just staring.
Oh, he's just walking around the area.
At all the houses.
Okay.
Now he's just staring at me.
Okay, and so it's 1111 Retrieve View or 111?
That's the clubhouse.
That's the clubhouse. Do you know what he's near the clubhouse right now?
Yeah, now he's coming towards me.
Okay.
He's got his hand in his waistband. Yeah, he's a black male.
Okay. How old would you say he
He's
was?
got a button on his shirt. Late teens.
Late teens, okay.
Something's wrong with him. Yeah. He's coming to check me out.
See that?
He's got something in his hands. I don't know what his deal is.
He got to be on drugs and something wrong with him. I always throw that in the police face. Something wrong with him, and he looking suspicious. Look at the route. Watch the route.
You come straight in and make a left. Actually, you would go past the clubhouse.
Remember the clubhouse.
From the clubhouse?
No, you go in straight through the entrance, and then you make a left. You go straight in, don't turn and make a left. He's running.
He's running. Which way is he running?
Down towards the other entrance of the neighborhood.
Okay. Which entrance is that he's heading towards?
The back entrance.
Are you following him?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need you to do that.
Okay.
All right. He said, "Are you following him?" Listen to this.
Like I said, my wife is. I left for the grocery store, and I just felt like something was off about him. So I said, and there's been a history of break-ins in that building, and I called previously about this house. When the police arrived at this house, when I called the first time, the windows were open and the door was unlocked. And the police came and secured it. So I said, you know what? It's better to just call. And I kept driving. I passed him, and he kept staring at me and staring around, looking around to see who else was.
Because he was scared it's raining.
Did he walk off from there, or did he stop there last night?
He stopped, and he like looked around, and that's why that's what threw me off. Was it's raining. I didn't understand why somebody would be just stopping in the rain, especially. Then it wasn't like he was trying to run to get out of the rain.
Because you stopping in the rain too.
Didn't look like he was exercising.
Where was he standing at when he stopped?
Right in front of 14.
In the same, in the bushy area, right there.
Like about right in front of where the car is?
Yes, sir.
Now look, let's get to the clubhouse, because you remember what he said about the clubhouse? They got the timestamp on her, gang. They got the timestamp on her. Right? Trey gang got all this out. Hold on. Right here. I got everything. Watch this.
And then
I drove past him.
Okay.
And I went to the clubhouse.
All right.
Up here on the right hand side.
And parked up there?
Yes, sir.
And what was his, naturally, you're good. Naturally, he left. He caught up to you up here, or?
Yes, I called the non-emergency line, and when I got through, I parked at the clubhouse.
All right.
And they asked me, where I was, and I told them the clubhouse, and I think I gave them the address to the clubhouse.
Where'd you park at?
Right up here next to that green truck. I don't think that truck was there, but I just pulled up in there.
So you just pulled in here?
Yes, sir.
And this is where you got out?
No. This is where I just stopped to call, and then he walked past me, and he kept looking at my car, and still looking around at the houses and stuff. So then the dispatcher said, where did he go? What direction did he go in? And I said, I don't know. I lost, because he cut down here and made a right. I guess it's Twin Trees Lane. He made a right in there. And they said, well, what direction did he?
All right. So, Elijah McCain had to walk past him to get to the house. Now, keep this in mind. He trying to, Trayvon Martin trying to get to the house, right? So when he pulled in, he cornered him out. Ain't no telling what words was said. So for Elijah McCain, Trayvon Martin be like, man, look, man, I don't know who you with, bro. But at the time, watch this. He supposed to be on the phone with his girlfriend. Now this finna be a game changer. Cause Trayvon Martin supposed to be on the phone with somebody. That's why he had his earpiece in and seeing what was going on. And this person heard this dude encounter out the window. Cause y'all remember I showed y'all they were fighting. Remember the phone call when it come to the police report. This how you break the case down. Boom. Once they got to fighting, that's when his phone went dead. You know what I'm saying? So it sounded like that. Boom. They were fighting. He on the phone with his girlfriend. The phone went dead. Boom. 2 minutes. It's a bit scruffle. You hearing somebody screaming, help me. But nobody don't know who was saying the word help. They arguing as if it was him or Trayvon Martin. Even the own daddy said. The own daddy said that wasn't his voice. Like Miss Teresa said, that wasn't her daughter on the footage. You want to dig a little deep into this game? Thumb me up if you want to get deep into this. Cause I'm not trying to put these cases together, but I'm just showing you how Masonic works. From different branches. Look, gang.
And I said, I don't know, I can't see him. And they said, can you get to somewhere where you can see him? And I said, yeah, I can. So I backed out.
He lied. They ain't say that. They said don't follow him. So watch this. Look at the route. Just check out the real route. Now this is what you got to lie about. So boom, you went to the clubhouse. You knew he gonna have to go this way. You knew that he got to go this way. So when you was on the phone with the police, you were telling them, I see him, you know what I'm saying? He's running from it now. So he running this way. And that's when he will follow him. Remember the breathing? Remember when the police said, are you following him? Look, this when he was following him. He pointing. Look, you see how the police like, hold on, bro, you doing too much. Hold on, stop that shit now. Let's go this way.
And I parked right about where that sign is in the yard.
So he paused.
Ford truck.
Yes, and I saw him.
He paused. He saw him.
Right about here. And I saw him walking back that way and then cut through the back of the houses. He looked
so back. When he was paused, check this out. That's when he jumped out his car at the clubhouse. Because he told the police, come to the clubhouse. You'll see the car, but I'm going to be in this area. Meaning when you go to the police call, that's why he was breathing hard, running after him when he parked this car at the clubhouse, and he chased him in this area that he knew that he was going to be at, because that's where the last place he synced him. That's the last place he synced him. Look.
Back and he noticed me and he cut back through the houses. I was still on the phone with non-emergency. And then he came back and he started walking up towards the grass and then came down and circled my car. And I told the operator that. He was circling my car. I didn't hear if he said anything.
Right.
But he had his hand in his waistband. And I think I told the operator that. And they said, where are you? And I could not remember the name of the street. Because I don't live on this street.
Right.
Retreat View Circle goes in a circle.
But you the neighborhood watch. Look. I done delete some, gang. Hold on. But you the neighborhood watch, though. You the watchdog. How you don't know the names of the street, but you show protecting and serving your neighborhood? See what I'm saying, gang? It started from the watchdog community. So let me ask y'all this. Was it with racially profiling on George Zimmerman and was like, man, I'm tired of these black, you know what I'm saying, in our neighborhood, they always get away with stuff. And just seen the opportunity and scoped out a black man, the weakest link, Trayvon Martin. He said he was coming from the stove. And he said something wasn't right. And he had to follow him. And he followed the man on the phone with the law. Because if you know law enforcement and y'all in cahoots, the law enforcement going to give you direction and guidance how to commit this stuff. Let's get on the phone. You got to say, you got to have a proper call. When it comes to the police, you got to have a proper call to call the police on somebody. And when they fit that description, let you walk out the hood with a black hoodie walking from the corner store. With no crime being committed, no laws or nothing. It's just a suspicious person walking in the neighborhood. So Trayvon was walking back from the store just like Elijah McCain walking from the store. Both were wearing hoodies and both were buying snacks, Skittles, sneaker bars. And none of these people is hood. Look at the area that they in. Why you don't get suspicious calls in the project? Yeah, I like the call, man. It look like little Snoop running around with a black ski mask. And we look out our window, everybody in the hood got ski masks on. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody calling in. We watching like, man, make sure them niggas ain't on nothing funny. But this is a community that they got a neighborhood watch, and you don't even know who organized it, who prejudiced, who racist. You know what I'm saying? Look.
Right. And I said, I don't know. And he goes, we need an address. And I said, I don't know an address. I think I gave them my address. And they said, give us directions to get to you. And I said, if you tell the police to go straight at the clubhouse and make a left, my truck will be there. And again, they asked me where he went, what direction he went in. And I said, I don't know. And then I thought to get...
That's why they knew where the truck was, but they didn't know where he was. They know where the truck was, but they didn't know where he was, because on foot, he chasing him. And remind y'all, somebody knocking at somebody's door.
Get out and look for a street sign. Right. So I got out of my car and I started walking.
Right. Go ahead.
Oh.
Man, look at this, bro. This the crime scene. Remind y'all, Trayvon was knocking at somebody's door while he was on the phone with the police.
Okay.
And then look, if you look at the back of his head, bruh, them ain't no bruises. Man, somebody, they done hire a barber to patch that man's head up like this, bruh. Bruh, if you got a salt in your hair, still gonna be right there. I can do this with clippers. I cut hair. I'm a barber. They draw this junk exactly as an X. Made it look like this part of the wounds. See, he lost hair. So they made sure you see the back of his head. So they can support the theory that I showed y'all in the beginning when they show y'all Trayvon was on top of him. But he was really on top of Trayvon. That's why he got the shot in the chest. Y'all better read that autopsy report. You better get on to this goddamn trial. Cause that's why George Zimmerman, said, look, I'm finna file a lawsuit to the family. Since they ain't playing right, I'm finna file a lawsuit and tell them, yeah, there wasn't that female on the phone at the time when we was fighting. What? You wanna know what I'm talking about? Tell me if you wanna know what I'm talking about, why he sued the family for a $100 lawsuit, Benjamin Crump. I'm finna show you how messy it got. Look, do this look like a cut? Injuries? Now look, this a couple of days after the crime scene. So you mean to tell me if they scrap a band-aid on his head, right? Would that take the hairs? Would it do all this?
Okay.
And because I didn't see a street sign here, but I knew if I went straight through that's Retreat View Circle.
Look, cause when they come to the look, watch this. You see the injuries on the back of his head? It's band-aids on there. But when you look at the time when they took the photos, watch this. You're gonna be like, man, Trey Gang, you a cold. Shut your mouth. Man, you look at this case so differently and look at the route that he going. Just think about Kenneka going to a freezer. They wanted you to think it's a freezer. Now, if you look at this neighborhood And you looking at, man, look, if he was stalking him and he running in the neighborhood in this area, just say, what if he don't stay on this side? What if he stay on another side, preventing him going to the house and make him look like a stranger? See what I'm saying? Now he the neighborhood watch. He know everybody coming in and out, so they won't have crime in the neighborhood. So this sounds like racial profiling, and it's time to do a ritual.
Give him an address because he said, just give me the address of the house you're in front of. And there's no address because these are the back of the houses. So I walked here and I didn't see him at all. I was walking and I was still on the phone with
This a walkway where you supposed to walk.
Okay.
It's raining.
About I got to about here, and I had a flashlight with me. Okay.
Now he had a flashlight. Now y'all remember when he said I had a flashlight? This was finna change the whole game. Cause a witness made a 911 call too. Guess what the witness said they saw? They seen a man with a flashlight. They thought there was police. No, y'all ain't hear me. No, y'all didn't hear me. They said in this scuffle, because the 911 call being made, and this from a witness. And when the witness was peeping out their window, guess what they said? The person that was in the scuffle with Trayvon Martin, they mistaken that person to be law enforcement because he had a flashlight. And when he had a flashlight, he was communicating with other police officers. Other police officers. So I'm like, wait a minute, you got the flashlight. Now think about the positioning. What I said, if he was in the scuffle with Trayvon Martin when the shots were fired, what was the flashlight? Pow! Pow, Jack! Man, I'm finna open up a whole lot of scandals in these cases, cause I see what's going on. Man, I'm finna wake the people up with this one, Jack. I knew it's gonna work. Look.
He's dead though. And I looked around.
He's dead though.
Okay. Flashlight was dead though.
See that?
Here, and I had a flashlight with me. Okay. Flashlight was dead though.
But the flashlight ain't dead.
I didn't see anybody, and I told.
The flashlight ain't dead. Look.
Non-emergency. I said, you know what? He's gone. He's not even here. Right. So I still thought I could use their address, so I walked all the way through.
Alright. Watch this. He on the phone.
With FanDuel,
now the police say, give me the address
of the NBA playoffs.
I actually walked all the way to the street, and I was going to give them this address, and they said, well, if he's not there, do you still want a police officer? And I said, yes. And they said, do you still want a police officer? And I said, yes. And they said, are you following him? Oh, I'm sorry, back there, they said, are you following him? And I said, yes, because I was, in the area. And they said, we don't need you to do that. And I said, okay. So that's when I walked straight through here to get the address so that I could meet the police officer. And then they said, I said, he's not here. They said, do you still want him to come? And I said, yes. And they said, where do you want him to come to? And I said, you know what, just tell him to meet me at my truck next to the clubhouse. If he goes straight into the clubhouse and makes a left.
See that? He just incriminated himself. Boom. This where my truck at. This where I'm at. If your truck piled over there, why are you all over here? with a gun and flashlight, chasing a young black teenager, and you were racist. Look at the walkway. No wonder why he was out of breath on the phone. Are you following him? Yes. Now we don't need you to do that. What's the address you with? That's why I'm over here. Let me give you the address. So he overshot him and tried to get the address and said, look, this is where I'm going to be at because he finna kill him in this area. That's why the phone conversation in, right? That's why you got the reenactment of this. Hold on. Damn, I think Damn, I need to get that video back, but let's go.
Honda Ridgeline, silver Honda Ridgeline is parked right there. I'll meet him right there. So I started walking back. When I got to, I passed here, I looked, I didn't see anything again, and I was walking back.
He didn't see him again when he was on the phone.
Right about here, he yelled from behind me to the side of me. He said, yo, you got a problem? And I turned around, and I said, no, I don't have a problem, man.
See that? That's the first thing. He was like, yo, you got a problem with me, bro? You been chasing me all around the neighborhood. What going on? Now look where he got him confronted at. Now you got him in the area that he really don't supposed to be at. Now that really make him look suspicious. Now check this out.
Where was he at? About?
He was about there, but he was walking towards me.
This direction here.
Yes, sir. I believe, like I said, I was already past that, so I didn't see exactly where he came from, but he was about where you were.
Okay.
And I said, no, I don't have a problem. And I went.
So he was on the phone with 911 with telling him the address, and when he walked back up, this where he gonna be at. Just like the reenactment. Hold on. Just like the reenactment. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull this up right quick. Let me mute my screen right quick. Hold on, y'all. You know what? Matter of fact, let me go to this. Hold on, y'all. Y'all give me 1 minute. Y'all give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. All right, I got it up, gang. I'm finna pull up the reenactment. Right here.
It's bow time. It's not a menu hack anymore. Bojangles Sausage Bowberry Biscuit is officially available.
This is the
Right here, gang. Now y'all see this? Look at the now this real top-notch investigation right here, bro. You see this where the police standing there, and you see where Zimmerman finna confront Trayvon Martin at? Watch this.
Go grab my cell phone, but
Let's start from right here.
Park right there. And I said yes. And they said, "Do you still want a police officer?" And I said, "Yes." And they said, "Are you following him?" Oh, I'm sorry, back there they said, "Are you following him?" And I said, "Yes," because I was, in the area. And they said, "We don't need you to do that." And I said, "Okay." So that's when I walked straight through here to get the address so that I could meet the police officer. And then they said, I said, "He's not here." They said, "Do you still want him to come?" And I said, "Yes." And they said, "Where do you want him to come to?" And I said, "You know what, just tell him to meet me at my truck next to the clubhouse. If he goes straight into the clubhouse and makes a left, I have a Honda Ridgeline, silver Honda Ridgeline parked right there. I'll meet him right there." So then I started walking back. When I passed here, I looked, I didn't see anything again, and I was walking back to my truck. And then when I got to right about here, he yelled from behind me to the side of me. He said, "Yo, you got a problem?" And I turned around, and I said, "No, I don't have a problem, man."
Where was he at? About?
He was about there, but he was walking towards me.
So he's coming this direction here.
Yes, sir. I believe, like I said, I was already past that, so I didn't see exactly where he came from, but he was about where you were.
Okay.
And I said, "No, I don't have a problem." And I went to go grab my cell phone, but I had left it in a different pocket. And I looked down in my pant pocket, and he said, "You got a problem now." And then he was here, and he punched me in the face.
Right here?
Right up around here.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I don't.
T intersection event we're talking about?
Yes.
And while we're talking about this, let's talk about some of the frailties inherent in the animation. You do not suggest that there is any witness that specifically identifies, for example, in this case, Trayvon Martin walking just along one side of the sidewalk. Is that correct?
Correct.
That is an estimation based upon George Zimmerman's testimony that he was approached from the left and the back?
Correct. And there was no, I didn't find any evidence or witnesses to dispute.
Okay. So then we have this. That information right there, where does that come from that gave you the foundation to create that portion of the animation?
From Mr. Zimmerman's video walkthrough and also from Jenna Lauer's and Jeremy Weinberg's police report.
And to a certain extent from Ms. Sediker's also location of the general event?
Yes.
Now we see the arrow, which we talked about a moment ago. And is that what you had talked about being the arrow instead of having the actual figures move without any witnesses to identify them?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't know why? I don't know why. I think they're yelling help, but I don't know. Just send someone quick. Say stop. Does he look?
And advise the court, if you would, how the determination was made to use the third position.
The third position was from consultation with Dr. DeMaio and also proximity to the prior position, which was just seconds before, and also to the items of evidence around.
Man, y'all better peep the game.
Did it also include the final resting place of Mr. Martin?
Eventually.
I don't remember exactly. I think I stumbled and I fell down. He pushed me down. Somehow he got on top of me.
On the grass or on the cement?
It was more over towards here. I think I was trying to push him away from me, and then he got on top of me somewhere around here, and that's when I started screaming for help. I started screaming help, help as loud as I could, and then is when he grabbed me. Oh, I tried to sit up, and that's when he grabbed me by the head and tried to slam my head down.
Were you on the cement or on
No, my body was on the grass. My head was on the cement.
You came through the best location this one?
Yes, sir. that's as best as I could feel through my jacket. I felt like my body was on the grass and my head was on the cement, and he just kept slamming it. And I kept yelling, help, 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 as loud as I could. He put his hand on his nose, on my nose, and his other hand on my mouth. He said, shut the fuck up. And then I tried squirming again, because all I could think about was when he was hitting my head against, it felt like my head was going to explode, and I thought I was going to lose consciousness. So I tried to squirm so that I could get, because he only had a small portion of my head on the concrete. So I tried to squirm off the concrete. And when I did that, somebody here opened the door, and I said, help me, help me. And they said, I'll call 911. I said, no, help me. I need help. And
every week, millions of Americans are filling their carts with ultra-processed, low-quality foods, but it's not their...
This is the T-intersection event we're talking about?
Yes.
And while we're talking about this, let's talk about some of the frailties inherent in the animation. You do not suggest that there is any witness that specifically identifies, for example, in this case.
It is a story that no one can stop talking about, the shooting of Trayvon Martin. It seems like every day we learn about a new piece of the puzzle, and every day the outrage only seems to grow. But rather than allow the rhetoric to overshadow the facts of this case, we're going to step back and walk you through the night that Trayvon Martin was killed, minute by minute.
7:11 p.m., February 26th, a rainy night in Sanford, Florida. George Zimmerman calls 911 to report a suspicious person in his neighborhood. That call would last 4 minutes.
Hey, we've had some break-ins in my neighborhood, and there's a real suspicious guy. The best address I can give you. This guy looks like he's up to no good, or he's on drugs or something. It's raining, and he's just walking around looking about.
Okay, and this guy, is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He looks black.
Did you see what he was wearing?
Yeah, a dark hoodie, like a gray hoodie, and either jeans or sweatpants and white tennis shoes. He's here now. He was just staring.
7:12, phone records show Trayvon Martin is on the phone with his girlfriend. 7:13, Zimmerman is giving the dispatcher directions when he says the subject took off.
Are you following him?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need you to do that.
Okay.
7:15, Zimmerman hangs up with 911.
Okay, no problem. I'll let them know to call you when they're in the area.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
At the same time, at 7:15, Trayvon Martin's girlfriend tells ABC News she's still on the phone with him.
Check this out.
I'm watching him. They're like, what you following me for? And
Check.
I'm going to say, what you doing around here? Somebody push Trayvon because the headset is down.
7:16, the line goes dead. At about the same time, a neighbor's call to 911 reveals background screaming and then a gunshot.
Do you need police, fire, medical?
Maybe both. I'm not sure. There's just someone screaming outside.
Okay. And is it a male or female?
It sounds like a male.
And you don't know why?
I don't know why. I think they're yelling help, but I don't know. Just send someone quick. Say stop.
Okay. Does he look hurt to you? Can you see him?
I can't see him. I don't want to go out there. I don't know what's going on. So they're sending.
So you think he's yelling help?
Yes.
All right. What is your phone number?
There's gunshots.
You just heard gunshots?
Yes.
How many?
This one.
7:17, Officer Timothy Smith, the first to arrive. And according to the partial police report, the officer says, I was advised by the dispatch that the report of shots fired. And in the span of 2 minutes, Smith canvasses the scene, spots George Zimmerman wearing a red jacket and blue jeans, observes a black male wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt laying face down in the grass, questions the man in the red jacket who admits to shooting the subject and still being armed, secures a 9mm gun, and places the man in handcuffs. The officer observes the man in handcuffs bleeding from the nose and the back of his head, according to the police report. All of this in about 2 minutes. The police report says a very
See that? I told y'all all this happened in 2 minutes. Remind y'all the phone hung up. He supposed to be the last, Trayvon supposed to be on the phone with his girlfriend. Watch this. And he getting encountered by George Zimmerman. That's why the phone went dead, because that's when you get the scuffle. They get the fighting. How the phone would go dead if, you know what I'm saying, you get to fighting and the phone drop, the phone still gonna be recording and stuff. You know what I'm saying, with the call with on the girlfriend. Keep that in mind. But the phone went dead and they were struggling. While they were struggling, at the same time, you got witnesses calling and telling you who the aggressor is, who the shooter is, what position they was in when the time of the crime was being committed. So watch this. Everything you finna hear when I play this video, I'ma change your mind on the next video. Watch this.
very tight time window, according to senior law enforcement instructor Alex Manning.
You really want to know what happened in those couple of minutes? Were they still running? Was he walking around looking for Trayvon, or was Trayvon heading out of there? So in those 2 minutes, you really don't know what exactly happened.
7:19, 2 minutes after Smith, a second officer arrives, Ricardo Ayala, who observes Zimmerman already in Officer Smith's custody. Sometime between 7:19 and 7:30, Ayala says he tries to get a response from the subject on the ground. A sergeant arrives, checks a pulse. There is none. And both officers begin CPR. Another sergeant arrives and takes over chest compressions from Officer Ayala. The fire department arrives, attempts to revive the subject. And at 7:30, a paramedic pronounces the subject, Trayvon Martin, dead. Then the police report says Zimmerman is placed in the back of Officer Smith's patrol car and given first aid. But exactly when that happened is a matter of dispute. Criminal defense attorney Holly Hughes.
That's why you got him. When the police did their investigation, they started by showing you the bruises on the back of his head.
So I started walking back.
You see that? Come on, man. He was running. Chased up behind him in this area.
I didn't see anything again, and I was walking back to my truck. And then when I got to right about here, he yelled from behind me to the side of me. He said,
from behind you. Now look what the crime scene at.
And I turned around and I said, "No, I don't have a problem, man."
Where was he at? About?
He was about there, but he was walking towards me.
This direction here.
Yes, sir. I believe, like I said, I was already past that, so I didn't see exactly.
See that you went from, you know what I'm saying, up at top of right here, you encounter him, and next thing you know, y'all in. Come on, bro.
We don't even know what time the EMTs arrived. If it took them 5 additional minutes to arrive, you're now down to 5 minutes for them to perform a complete medical examination on him. If he's in that bad a shape, they're not going to do something that takes 5 minutes. They're going to bandage him if he's got a gushing gash in the back of his head.
The timestamp on this Sanford police surveillance video shows Zimmerman and officers arriving at the station at 7:52.
7:52, 35 minutes after the crime scene, and medical examiner was already there. Now, what he had these little, watch this.
5 minutes after the first officer arrived at the crime scene. The police station is a 15-minute drive away.
15-minute drive.
Earlier, I was joined by Alex Manning, a senior law enforcement instructor.
So that's a 15 minutes to drive, right? Think about the time stamp. If you made it there at this time, and you know what I'm saying, boom. Now they put you in the question.
Exactly where he came from, but he was about where you were.
So now that's from the question.
There.
The bandage on the back of your
I didn't see
head.
anything again, and I was walking back to my truck. And then when I got to right about here, he yelled from behind me to the side of me. He said, "Yo, you got a problem?"
See that? That's why the police showing you they making man, come on, man. Come on, man. They need you to see those bandages. So when they explain this story, you'll be looking at the bandage and be like, okay. And then when you go to the reenactment, you know what I'm saying, how they try to tell you that it was a reenactment. And watch this. When I remember y'all, when since we talk about timeline, guess what George and Zimmerman exposed when it came to the girlfriend on the phone. Look.
The only thing real in this video is the new Mr. Beast box at Zaxby's. This restaurant, it's a green screen.
The shooting death of Trayvon Martin was ground zero for racial division in America.
In the newly released documentary, The Trayvon Hoax, filmmaker Joel Gilbert is claiming the key witness during George Zimmerman's trial is a fraud. He's saying it wasn't Rachel Jeantel on the phone with Martin just before he was shot to death, but Martin's girlfriend, a woman named Diamond Eugene.
Did you sign it at the bottom?
Yes.
What name did you use?
Diamond Eugene.
The film was supposed to be shown to the media at the Coral Gables Art Cinema Thursday after a news conference on the $100 million lawsuit Zimmerman has now launched against Martin's parents, their attorney Ben Crump, and prosecutors. But the news conference and screening were canceled. We met the filmmaker and Zimmerman's attorney to talk about the cancellation and lawsuit.
I was shocked because they never said we have to approve your content. There was never editorial. I showed the movie at the...
Now check this out. Y'all always caught that vibe when it come to Kenneka Jenkins case in Hollywood, and when it come to sacrifice, and you remember when King Rob was like, yeah, we gonna buy the trademark of Kenneka Jenkins name. Mitch Richard like, no you ain't. I'm the mama. You can't do this. You know what I'm saying? How dare you do this? And this thing and you got MTV doing documentaries and all this stuff, right? Just to keep it in perspective. What if it was
the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. a couple months ago? No problem. They hosted me. We had a great turnout. Everyone loved the movie. So I was really upset that we got treated this way.
We didn't know that a false witness had been presented in the Zimmerman prosecution. Now, thank God he was acquitted, because if in fact that had succeeded, he would be in prison for life at this point.
Do you have any statement?
No, thank you.
You see that?
The theater's co-executive director told us Gilbert never had a contract and never told them the title of the film. Gilbert gave us a copy of an email confirming the room rental. The mayor and city of Coral Gables is denying pressuring the theater to scrap the showing.
It's really sad that they can do this kind of censorship.
Attorney Ben Crump took to the airwaves to blast the lawsuit.
It's ridiculous, Ricky. It's one of the most frivolous things I've ever seen in my life. They killed Trayvon, their teenage son, and now he's...
And you know the strange part about it? That Benjamin Crump got caught falsifying witness on the stand and saying, say you was on the phone with Trayvon Martin at the time he got killed. And Zimmerman was like, I know that ain't true. Now I can file $100 million lawsuit on y'all, because now you fabricating evidence against me. This was proven in court. This was proven in court. And look, he on the Ricky Smiley show out of our show. Ricky Smiley, bruh. Ricky Smiley. #1 sellout. Cat Williams already exposed. It's the year 2024. Cat Williams exposed. Man, we got to do it too. Because I see it like how the way he see it. Look.
Saying they defamed his character.
For now, the screening is off in South Florida. The filmmaker does tell me that he is searching for a new location, but that will take at least a couple of months.
Why is this?
By 2050, there will be...
How was Trayvon Martin's body positioned when you arrived?
Mr. Martin was lying face down with his head oriented generally towards the north and his hands underneath his body, sir.
And state.
Now look, is this how the witness described the crime scene, or this how the police describe the crime scene? And remind y'all, 911 call came from a witness. Zoe Zimmerman had a flashlight too, gun in the holster, red jacket. He could be dressed like a security guard or law enforcement. That's why you don't see the original clothes that he had on when it was at the time of the investigation. See what I'm saying, gang? Look how they saying Trayvon Martin was laying down. Look. Listen to this.
I turned around and I said, no, I don't have a problem, man.
Where was he at? About?
He was about there, but he was walking towards me.
Look at the crime scene.
Right here.
Yes, sir. I believe, like I said, I was already past that, so I didn't see exactly.
Look at the crime scene.
But he was about where you were.
Okay.
And I said, no, I don't have a problem. And I went to go grab my cell phone, but I left it in a different pocket. And I looked down in my pant pocket, and he said, you got a problem now. And then he was here, and he punched me in the face.
Right here?
Right up around here.
Okay.
To be honest,
Why should he finna point where the witness was when they called the police?
I stumbled, and I fell down, he pushed me down, somehow he got on top of me.
On the grass or on the cement?
It was more over towards here. I think I was trying to push him away from me.
See that? Watch this. Here we go.
Somewhere around here.
In here.
And
guess where you finna point at? Where the neighbor, the witness.
I started screaming, help, help, as loud as I could. And then is when he grabbed me. Oh, I tried to sit up, and that's when he grabbed me by the head and tried to slam my head down.
So he on top. So he's saying he on top.
Were you on the cement?
No, my body was on the grass. My head was on the cement. Yes, sir. That's as best as I could feel through my jacket. I felt like my body was on the grass and my head was on the cement, and he just kept slamming it. And I kept yelling, help, 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 as loud as I could. He put his hand on on my nose, and his other hand on my mouth.
Y'all heard what he just said? I put my hand on his nose. He put his hand on my nose. Now you know what a positioning asphyxiation is. That's how law enforcement, use that same tactic to kill people in police custody, right? Positional asphyxiation. Look at Kenneka's body. Somebody must have had a knee on the chest, covering her nose and her mouth, preventing her from breathing. And this is what a suspect would look like killing Kenneka Jenkins in the freezer. Man, y'all don't hear me. Man, y'all don't feel this, bruh. Cause y'all don't know how this teeth finna run off. Man, I'm finna stir the whole YouTube streets up with this one. Look how Kenneka. Look at the positioning. That's positioning asphyxiation. That's how a killer would describe how he would kill the victim without telling law enforcement how he would kill the victim. Look.
He said, shut the fuck up. And then I tried squirming again because all I could think about was when he was hitting my head against it, felt like my head was going to explode. And I thought I was going to lose consciousness. So I tried to squirm so that I could get, because he only had a small portion of my head.
All he doing is describing what he was doing on top of him. What he was doing on top of him. Because when you go back, because you see where his body laying at right here. When he explained what the witness saw, and when you come to the reenactment, bruh, look.
On the concrete. So I tried to squirm off the concrete. And when I did that,
when he did that,
somebody here opened the door, and I said, help me, help me. And they said, I'll call 911. I said, no, help me. I need help.
No, because no witness never said you screamed for help. The witness never said you screamed for help. They was looking in the patio and he pointed where they were called, where the call came from.
Somebody here.
Right here. Look at the crime scene. Bro, look at the crime scene. Now watch this. Hold on. Where I need to go to? Trey Gang, where you need to go to?
It's Exhibit 77. Do you recognize that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Is that a fair and accurate depiction of the way Trayvon Martin's body was positioned when you approached it?
Yes, sir, it is.
Did you see any movement from Trayvon Martin's body as you approached him?
No, sir, I did not.
Did you hear any sounds coming from Trayvon Martin when you approached him?
No, sir, I did not.
All right. Can you see, despite the rain, can you see the blanket that was covering Trayvon Martin's body in that photograph?
Yeah, I've got it now, sir. I see it.
All right. Would you circle it with your laser pointer? Is that how Trayvon Martin's body appeared after you placed the medical blanket on top of it?
Yes, sir.
Bojangles Sausage Bowberry Biscuit is officially available for a limited time because sweet and
The shooting death of Trayvon Martin was ground zero for racial division in America.
In the newly released documentary, The Trayvon Hoax, filmmaker Joel Gilbert is claiming the key witness.
Tracy Martin told jurors Sanford police detectives played this 911 call for him 2 days after his son's death. It included the sound of the fatal gunshot.
So you think he's yelling help?
Yes.
All right, what is your phone number?
There's gunshots.
I was listening to his life being taken, and I was trying to come to grips that Trayvon was here no more.
This murder trial is now focused on who is yelling for help on that recording. Was it Martin or Zimmerman? Family members of both men have testified and disagreed.
Good afternoon, sir.
Chris Serino, the lead investigator, recalled playing the tape from Martin's father and his immediate reaction.
Is that your son's voice in the background? Or something? I think I said a little differently than that, but I inquired as if that was, in fact, his son yelling for help. He looked away and under his breath, as I interpreted, said no.
Tracy Martin
Now watch this. Man, look. I'm a parent and my kids be playing jokes on me and stuff. Cause they be into those little videos, you know, them prank videos. And I remember my kids laughed right today. Cause I was chilling. I just cook food for everybody. I'm chilling. Everybody fed. And next thing you know, it got all of a sudden quiet. And next thing you know, they start running from the back, start screaming, ah, ah. Before I even seen them, I heard the scream and knew as a parent, that's my kids screaming. I immediately jumped up. This was the reaction. Cause that's the names I called that I thought they were screaming. And that what made the most funny part about the video. Cause here I am, traumatized, and they laughing. It's storyly. I'm talking about they got tears running down their eyes. I mean, bruh, it lasted for 35 minutes. They ain't even get a word in. They couldn't even tell me it was a prank. You know what I'm saying? But I knew that was my child when they screamed. That's just like when Miss Teresa said, that my baby on the video. And everybody like, man, that ain't your baby on the video. We see the editing come into that. So why you, and then when it come to this, look.
Testified he has heard that recording 20 times since the shooting and is now convinced that voice was his son's. He remembers his initial reaction differently than police.
And what was your response?
I kind of pushed away from the table and just kind of shook my head and said, I can't tell.
Prosecutors have to meet the higher bar here. They have to...
What you mean you can't tell? What you mean you can't tell about your child screaming for help, bruh? Come on, gang. Now look, watch this. Guess what they got exposed? Look what they got exposed on. Watch this. Listen to the witness.
Every week, millions of Americans are filling their carts with ultra-processed, low-quality foods, but it's not their fault. Hi, I'm Krista.
For that 3221 Receipt View Circle, and I'm looking out my back townhome and someone's screaming help, and I don't know, I heard like a bang.
Now, you said you live at 3231 Retreat View?
3021 Retreat View Circle, the townhome.
Just for 31 Retreat View?
Yes, and I'm looking out my window, like my backyard, and someone's yelling and screaming help, and I heard, like a pop noise, and they're both still out there right now. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I can tell you right now, you're not the only person that's calling. We already have one officer.
Check this out. The autopsy proved that Trayvon Martin was shot in the chest, but from the top. That George Zimmerman will be on the top of him, and he point the pistol to his chest and fire. But George Zimmerman wanted to tell everybody, look, that's not the case, because he was on top and I fired from the bottom to the top. And I was the one screaming for help. You see what I'm saying? Because listen to what he's saying about the witness with the 911 call.
Here, opened the door, and I said, help me. And they said, I'll call 911. I said, no, help me. I need help.
See that? Listen to what position and what she say he gonna be in.
John saying another on the way.
Oh, good. Oh, my God, I see the person right now. I see him, like, walking. There's a man coming out. There's people coming out with flashlights. Oh, my God, I don't know what he did to this person.
Was it
I can't see. There's a man walking out with a flashlight right now.
That was making the noise?
I don't know what they did.
Pardon?
Was it a...
Now, remind y'all when I told y'all about, he said, when he gave y'all the reenactment, he said, yeah, I had a flashlight. Right? And he had to shine the flashlight on Trayvon Martin. That's what she explained and what she saw when they come to the crime scene. So boom, he told you I had the flashlight, and he didn't tell the officer that he had a gun at the time. He gonna explain that later on. He gonna leave the gun out of to it until it get to the time when the fatal shot was fired. So listen to the witness again. Now check this out. We know he stalked him, followed him, trailed him, and put him in the situation that I ain't got no choice but to defend myself. Like, bro, who is you? Why did you follow me, my guy? You know what I'm saying? I don't know who you will. You know, you spooking me. And he walking up like, hey, man, I don't want no problem with a flashlight, making himself pure like he law enforcement, even though he neighborhood watch. So bam, he got a flashlight on with a gun. Ain't no telling if he got a vest on, looking like security, looking like undercover. Cause you know, you look at him, do look like undercover. You know what I'm saying? They'll come in your hood and want to play like they police is off. So check this out. So he confront the man. Boom. Struggle. He fought. A witness saw it. He trying to say that Trayvon Martin was the aggressor. come to him like, why you following me and all of this, and he had to defend himself with a gun. And Trayvon Martin don't got a gun, he got Skittles, he got sneakers, and he got earpiece in his ears, and he talking to his ex-girlfriend. Later coming to find out that wasn't even true. Look, watch this.
The male or female voice that was screaming?
I guess I don't know. The man is up right now. Someone's coming over. I'm glad other people called.
All right, we should be out there right now.
I can open my window and hear it if you want me to.
You can still hear it? You can still hear it?
Looking out my window, somebody's over there taking a flashlight. I don't know what's happening. Someone's on the ground.
You see someone laying on the ground?
I don't know. Someone's been shot. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well, just calm down. Stay on the line with me.
And watch this. If she on the phone and she just heard shots, that's why she called. She heard, you heard the shots while she calling the police. You heard the shots in her phone call. How the police showed up already. How the police showed up already. You didn't hear me. If I call and say, hey, I see a crime being committed, I see a man struggling with a man. What you see? I just see a man. It's like they wrestling or something, and somebody screaming for help. Pow! Oh, shit! I heard a pop. Next thing you know, a couple of seconds in, I see law enforcement. Look.
I can open my window and hear it if you want me to.
You can still hear it? You can still hear it?
Looking out my window, somebody's over there taking a flashlight. I don't know what's happening. Someone's on the ground.
You see someone laying on the ground?
I don't know. Someone's been shot. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well, just calm down. Stay on the line with me. Like I said, we have an officer on scene, and we have other officers on the line.
Oh, my God. They better hurry up. I don't know if someone's, like, dead on the ground or something. Oh, my God.
Are they laying down
Someone's over here with
are they
someone.
laying down on retreat view?
Well, I look out my back window, and that's like a sidewalk and grass and stuff. Something's really bad, I guess. But there's a man out here with a flashlight with a man.
Is
who's a person wrestling.
Is this person laying down in the street?
No, see, it's the back of, you could see from my back window, it's only like a sidewalk and a back area. There's people coming over.
So is the person that you see laying down on the street or in the grass?
No, in the grass. Oh, my God. People are coming. I think there's another gentleman with a flashlight. I don't know if the policeman is. Oh, my God, he shot the person. He just said he shot the person.
Who's saying they shot who?
There's people out there. A guy is raising his hands up. He's saying he shot a person. I think it's a police officer that's with him right now.
But, that's when my jacket moved up and I had my firearm on my right side hip. My jacket moved up and he saw it. I feel like he saw it. He looked at it and he said, "You're gonna die tonight, motherfucker." And he reached for it, but he reached, like I felt his arm going down to my side and I grabbed it and I just grabbed my firearm and I shot him one time.
Look at the positioning. What he describing. What type of nigga said you gonna die tonight, motherfucker, with no gun, no weapon or nothing, and this person just confronted you like, why you following me, bro? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And, come on, man. And the witness clearly seeing this what nobody is failing to realize. Police showed up when the lady was on the phone with the police. So this happened all in the 2-minute time gap. When I was telling y'all, the minute that he said he left from the store And when he jumped on the phone and talking about, I see him and he look like he's running, he taking off, and they like, you following him? And once they said, yeah, he following him and all of this stuff, and the phone went dead. But Trayvon was on the phone with his girlfriend, and come to find out that wasn't his girlfriend, and she wasn't even on the phone with him. That's why he started suing their family, because they didn't provide false witnesses. And then when they provide the false witnesses, check this out. If you're going to provide a false witness and say, yeah, there was me on the phone, you know what I'm saying? But why would you have the same person won't even say there was him screaming for help in the background? In the background. So that's why it was a big conversation about who was screaming for help. You see what I'm saying? And if you got the parents denying and acting playing dumb like they don't know what they child scream like, and I'm gonna just call it out there. Bro, you can't tell me this your son voice on the screen screaming for help. And you raise him and birth him, you know what I'm saying? And you look wherever you win, you got money. Both of y'all got money. Both of y'all got money. And both of y'all Masons. Both of y'all Masons. You know what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I'm putting this up, cause everybody know how Mason will work when it comes to child sacrifice. I ain't gonna say this just in this case, but look at the scenario when it comes to it. If you got a son and you a Mason and you live by the rules, but your son might want to be influenced by music, you know what I'm saying, street life, and you might think he want to be a part of a gang. So as you a script parent, you gonna be like, look, this my belief, and this also his belief. Hey, we Masonic brothers, we pledge together, we know the secrets. I don't know, but y'all better look into it. You better look into this shit. Hey, I wanna get my son out of here before he made the bigger mistake and put him in a better place. That's how Masonic think. And when you look at all church homes, they restricted. Look at all the strict rules they go in. If you think about sexual activities at a young age, they're gonna bruise you, try to breed it out of you. You know what I'm talking about? So maybe they got together. I don't know. Cause why would he bear false witnesses, try to make it look like this, and he kind of sued him and won. And won the judge because he got exposed of burn false witnesses. Look.
Oh my God, why are they going to be
It looks like our officer is there. He has someone at gunpoint. They're gonna handle the situation from here.
Oh my God.
It's probably gonna be best if you stay inside your home for the time being, okay?
I know, but I can't believe somebody's killed me.
And then look, and this just could be a bad case of racism. You see what I'm saying? This what made me look at the Zigerman and the Trayvon Martin case different, because Gina Mcgill said some things, and I was like, man, it kind of makes sense. Cause when you think about the program, when all the Zaria was saying, and innocent people get, man, I don't even want to talk about this stuff, bro. Cause this stuff, nobody, I'ma sound so stupid. Man, I'm finna sound so stupid, bro. Cause I don't even, man. All right, listen to this. What she said. She telling everybody the police is there at the time at the crime. Cause y'all remember he already called the police when he first stalking him. So boom, when he get out the car, he know the police gonna be on the way. Once the police was on the way, watch this. When the police was on the way, that's why they had the police with like how he was when you first saw him. I saw him face down. Meaning that if you saw him face down, you corroborate with his story. Right? You want him to be on top. But this witness clearly telling you who was the aggressor. And it's him. And it's him, look.
Listen, we don't know if they've been killed, okay? We know they've probably...
He just said he shot him. Yes, the person is dead, laying on the ground.
Just because he's laying on the ground, just because he's laying on the ground doesn't mean he's passed. We have an ambulance on the way as well. We're going to probably pick him up and take him to the hospital.
I didn't see because it was too dark.
Then this right after when the shots were fired and the police died. The police is on the scene when she telling you, I see the police. And the dispatcher telling you, oh yeah, we ain't saying that person is dead. We still, you know what I'm saying, looking into this. You know, don't panic. We got the ambulance on the way. On the way, bruh.
And I just heard people screaming, help me, help me. And this person shot him. He was like wrestling with him behind me on the ground. From what I could see, it was very dark.
All right.
I think it's a police officer that's there. I mean, the man didn't try to run away or anything.
And can I get your name, please?
Jane, Sir Jane, but I don't want to be a witness or anything.
It's okay. I'll leave you as anonymous.
I'm just scared. I mean, I can't even believe that this is of a person. Oh my God! I hope it's a young boy or something. I can't imagine. I've never seen anyone killed. Oh.
All right.
This is like a nice neighborhood. This is like, oh my God, I'm too scared to live here.
Okay, Jane. Well, you don't have to worry right now. We have many officers on the way, and I think about 2 officers on scene at least right now. So we are...
Hi, y'all. He just told you they got 2 officers on the scene. 2 officers on the scene at the time that she making this call. So guess who staged the crime scene when they had Trayvon Martin face down?
Grabbed it, and I just grabbed my firearm and I shot him. 1 time.
After you shot him, keep on going. What did he say?
After I shot him, he sat up.
So you're still in this position here, basically.
Yes,
You're
sir.
laying down here. You shot him, so he's in the grass.
Yes, sir. He was on top of me like this. I shot him, and I didn't think I hit him because he sat up and he said, "Oh, you got me."
Come on, man. Come on. So you trying to say he on top of you and you shot him? He like, yeah, you got me. And you talking about you think you shot him in the chest. No, you had him pinned down and shot him on the chest from the ground because that's what the autopsy proved. That's what the witnesses proved. That's what everybody proved in the case. You was on top, you shot down into the chest. But the courts gonna have to lie for you and do the reenactment and say the man was on top of you and that's why you shot because you was the one screaming for help. You the one said you finna die, motherfucker, and shot that man in that chest while he was down on the pavement. Cause you got the upper hand on him now. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even be surprised when the lady, when she describing the hand scene, look at the commotion that was going on at the time what she was seeing.
Are on scene, okay?
Oh my God, to see someone killed laying in the grass. Oh my God. I want to know what happened. Why would this man just shoot him?
Once the incident calms down a little bit, you can probably try to ask one of the...
She just said, why would that man even shoot that man for? So she saw the incident and she was like, why would he shoot him?
officers.
I want to know what happened. Why would this man just shoot him?
Once the incident calms down a little bit, you can probably try to ask one of the officers what's going on. But in the meantime, it's probably...
Oh my God. There comes another police officer. It's right outside my window. I mean, it's like 2 feet away. I mean, 10 feet out my window. Oh my God, why would somebody kill someone like that?
No, of course, we're not going to know the details.
Oh, I can't look. I mean, the officer is shining the light on the person. He killed someone. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Did you hear or see anything else suspicious before you heard?
No, I was just watching. I was watching my TV, and this is my back window. And then I heard people talking out there, and I was kind of like, oh gosh, were they? It's pouring rain. Why would they be outside? I figured walking their dog or something. And then I heard more talking voices, and I didn't open my window. And then it looked like I thought, oh, are those two men talking to each other, or they looked like they were wrestling each other. And then I heard the man saying, help, help. I mean, I would have helped if I could have.
You see that? By her reaction, she said she heard the man scream for help and she wished she could have helped him. She just let you know who the aggressor was. She just let y'all know who the aggressor was, bro.
He's walking. The police officer is bringing the person away. That's showing him.
All right, Jane. We'll stay inside your house for the time being. Once the scene calms down a little bit, you may...
Oh, God. I mean, they're looking at the person that's dead. They're just controlled. Oh, God.
Jane,
Sorry.
Jane, if it's going to make you emotional, you may want to just step away from the window for the time being.
And that lady just witnessed it, bro. That lady just witnessed what she saw, what he did to him. Really? Look at the motion. She watching it. She basically saying, man, look, man been shot. They did this. The police her on the scene. And she still ain't processing what's going on. Because whatever she watching, the police is doing whatever he got going on. Look.
Okay. Okay. Oh, my God. I don't know who to tell. I'm sorry.
Do you have any, if you don't feel like staying alone there, do you have any relatives that you could call that could come over?
No, I don't have any family.
No friends? Nothing like that you can go to?
No, not really, no. I mean, I'm a normal adult person. I used to be a teacher and stuff. Oh, God. I'm sorry, I don't...
This witness statement alone just told everybody when he shot him, police was on the scene. When he shot Trayvon Martin, police was on the scene. That's why the police told her, go back in the house. What police dispatch tell you to go back in the house and don't look? And you got police on the scene. Police on the scene, he ain't no threat no more. He ain't get no call for no threat, and it's a shootout. Listen what the witness saying.
I just think I'm going to call. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do.
That's okay. Well, Well, like I said, right now the best thing to do is to probably just stay inside. And if it's going to make you emotional, look out the window, then you should probably just
Yeah, I'm not going to.
walk away for now.
I just can't believe it. I mean, I feel like, you know,
From what I can
I wish I could have done something for the person.
From what I can see, we possibly have the person that's responsible, so you don't have to worry about that for now.
Yes, I know, but when someone yells for help, don't you feel like you wish you could have helped them, you know? I mean, I don't have a gun or anything, but, you know. Oh.
And over the whole world goes a clamor of hysterical joy.
World War I promised us a...
Sorry.
That's okay. I mean, just remember...
I can't believe I would even imagine anything like this. Where I live, you know.
Remember, hindsight's 20/20. The whole thing happened too quickly. I mean, you weren't the only one that heard. Like I said earlier, remember, a lot of other people called about it in your neighborhood. So really...
I mean, the people that, like, are back there, I mean, their porches are right there. I mean, they were probably like 3 feet. They could have ran out to help the person. You know?
Everybody out there, damn, bro.
Calling 911 was the best way to help this man, especially to get the ambulance rolling out there as fast as we could.
Okay, so people called even before I did?
Yeah, we got a bunch of calls all at once, so trust me, a lot of people in your area called. We had an ambulance rolling almost right away, along with police on the way as well.
So if you got a whole lot of calls coming in, why you think you don't see the rest of these people on the stands about their phone calls and what they saw? Listen to his side of the story.
You got it, you got me, you got it, something like that. So I thought he was just saying, I know you have a gun now, I heard it, I'm giving up. So I don't know if I pushed him off me or he fell off me. Either way, I got on top of him and I pushed his arms apart. And I said, "Try to flip."
Got him. You said you on top. Look. This when the shots finna be fired. Bro, I love what I do right here, bro. Is catch a sucker line. You say you got him on top. His hands spread, just like the autopsy report. You gonna be on top. That's when the fatal shot gonna take place. That's what the witness was gonna see. That's why she was like, oh my God, it shot him. You know what I'm saying? Look.
Flip him over. I don't remember how I got on top of him. I'm sorry. That's fine. But I got on his back and I moved his arms apart because when he was repeatedly hitting me in the face and the head.
From the bottom. Uh-oh. From the bottom, he hit him.
I thought he had something in his hands. So I moved his hands apart.
So you had him face down then?
Yes, face down, and I was on his back. And
no, you ain't on his back. Cause how he was gonna be hitting you like the way he said on his back. I mean, yeah, that'd be right. Yeah, on his back. My bad. I'm thinking on the stomach. My bad. He on his back, so he's still struggling with him.
Then somebody came with a flashlight, and I thought it was a police officer.
Oh, he mentioned the. Oh, so the police officers on there before he took the shot. Oh shit. Uh-oh.
So I said, "Are you the police?" And I still had my handgun out, and I told him, I said, "Are you the police?" And my gun's right here. And he goes, "No, I'm not. I'm calling the police." And I said,
so how he would still be fighting you when the police showing up at the same time you trying to seduce him? You said you got him in this position and he was still resisting.
"Don't call the police. Help me restrain this guy." And he said, "I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police." And I said, "I already called. They're on their way. They're coming. I need your help." And then's when the police officer came around. I saw the police officer, so I stood up and I holstered my weapon. And he said,
from the top,
"Who shot him?" And I said, "I did." And I put my hands up. I said, "I did." And I don't know if he told me to. I just automatically turned my back to him. And I lifted my shirt and I said, "My gun's right there." And I told him a few times, I said, "My gun's right there. And he goes, okay, I understand. I just need you to keep your hands up.
Well, and right now, I can tell you the officers might be out there for a while since they're investigating a serious crime.
Should I see it? I mean, I shouldn't go down there and say anything.
Well, for now, you might want to just stay in your house, wait for things to calm down a little bit. It's possible they might have an investigator go door to door to see if anyone else might have heard or seen anything else out of the ordinary. So, of course, if you hear a knock at your door and it's an officer, you probably should answer it and talk to them. It might make you feel a little better as well, because they can tell you exactly what's going on in the details and whether or not you should be worried.
Okay, I guess there's a lot of, I hear a lot of cars.
Yeah, there's probably going
right now.
There's probably going to be a lot of sirens, but trust me, the sirens will be over soon, and they're probably going to take this guy to the hospital if they feel.
God, I just heard them say something. Oh, all the cars are outside my house right now in the front. Sorry, I'm just shaking.
That's okay.
Don't know what sorry. It just blows my mind. I guess maybe I have to think of someone to call, a friend or something. They're home.
Yeah, if you have a friend or someone you can call and talk to that can, pass the time, I think that'd be a really good idea. But of course, make sure you're doing that if one of those officers comes up.
Sorry, I just can't even believe, I just can't believe I'm just, sorry. Wow.
Well, it's okay. This isn't something people are dealing with every day. It's okay to do this.
Well, maybe somebody, if you don't mind saying, maybe somebody could call me. Like someone that could explain to me. I've never seen trauma like this. It's almost like a movie.
Now.
Sorry, I don't know why, I'm shaking. I can't stop shaking.
It's normal after something like this, so don't.
Okay. All right. Okay, I better hang up. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I can't even hold on to the phone with my one hand. It's shaking.
Man, I just want to imagine what that lady's seeing after the fact. Bruh. What that lady's seeing when she's still on the phone when the police there and it's still freaking her out. She like, man, this like a movie.
All right, so listen, I think you have the right idea. Maybe call a friend, talk to them a while, pass the time. If you feel like anything's wrong, like if you start feeling a little anxious, or I'm not sure if you have any.
I don't know. It's
like I'm not sure if you have any pre-existing medical conditions, but if you're feeling a little off, feel free to call us back. We can always have an ambulance check you out. The EMTs can just come out there and make sure everything's all right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I just feel like I'm shaking. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just shaking. Sorry.
Like I said,
if somebody wants to call me, that's okay. I don't know. It's just like something like trauma that I can maybe talk to someone later.
We can possibly set that up. We do have someone that's called a victims advocate that normally responds to people who are involved in these kinds of incidences. But I can see if we can make someone get someone to respond out there for you. Do you mind holding on for just a second?
So you heard some sort of whining, some sort of commotion outside.
We were in the kitchen with the window open and the blinds pulled, so we had complete view from outside.
What was the first thing you saw?
But that time you hear like a shot, like some other noise.
You heard the gunshot?
Yes. And I run away from my backyard, and when I just get into the point that my screen stopped me, I look at this person on his knee on top of a body.
So you saw Mr. Zimmerman on top of Trayvon Martin.
Exactly.
When you say on top of, how so?
He was
straddling him.
Exactly.
His legs were straddling
one
him.
on each side on his knees with his hands on his back. I immediately thought,
calling the police, I'm calling the police. And I said, I already called, they're on their way.
So you had him face down then?
Yes, face down, and I was on his back. And
okay, maybe, obviously if it's the shooter, he would have ran. I thought maybe he's holding the wound, helping the guy, taking a pulse, making sure he's okay. And when she called to him 3 times, everything okay, what's going on? Each time he looked back, didn't say anything. And then the 3rd time, he finally said, just call the police.
But that time, it was so dark. I just saw this person. When she started calling the police, I saw Zimmerman walking with, touching like his head, like kind of confusing back and forth to the body. And
So he was sort of pacing back and forth?
yes, like you know, like
Pacing, and then he'd stop, and he'd go back to the body, and just like, I don't know if he was kind of, oh my God, what did I do? What happened?
Something like that.
So you didn't hear or see any altercation, any struggle?
At all.
You only heard the cry or the whimpering, as you describe it, and then the shot?
Yes.
So you believe whatever altercation or tussle or whatever there was, you believe that happened elsewhere, but you didn't witness it?
I believe that it had to have started from where the first person that called 911 and said there's a fight right outside my porch.
How far away is that person?
It's a couple doors down.
Okay.
And from that point to where his body was, 2, 3 doors down, it's hard for me to believe that. And then at the time that we heard the whining and then the gunshot, we did not hear any wrestling, no punching, fighting, nothing to make it sound like there was a fight.
Based on what you saw, and again, you didn't see a struggle, do you believe it was self-defense on Zimmerman's part?
I do not.
Why?
Originally, I didn't believe it was self-defense because what we saw when we walked out on the porch. If it was self-defense, why was he on Trayvon's back?
George Zimmerman.
then somebody came with a flashlight, and I thought it was a police officer. So I said, "Are you the police?" And I still had my handgun out, and I told him, I said, "Are you the police?" And my gun's right here. And he goes, No, I'm not. I'm calling the police. I said, "Don't call the police. Help me restrain this guy."
Don't call the police. Bruh, come on, man. Listen to what the witness is saying. You see what I'm saying? Look, he even described the position that he was in.
So I said, "Are you the police?" And my jacket moved up, and he saw it. I feel like he saw it. He looked at it, and he
See,
said,
whatever altercation or tussle or whatever there was, you believe that happened elsewhere, but you didn't witness it.
I believe that it had to have started from where the first person that called 911 and said there's a fight right outside my porch.
How far away is that person?
It's a couple doors down.
Okay.
And from that point to where his body was, 2, 3 doors down, it's hard for me to believe that. And then at the time that we heard the whining and then the gunshot, we did not hear any wrestling, no punching, fighting, nothing to make it sound like there was a fight.
Based on what you saw, and again, you didn't see a struggle, do you believe it was self-defense on Zimmerman's part?
I do not.
Why?
Originally, I didn't believe it was self-defense because what we saw when we walked out on the porch. If it was self-defense, why was he on Trayvon's back?
George Zimmerman.
Motherfucker. And he reached for it, but he reached, like I felt his arm going down to my side, and I grabbed it, and I just grabbed my firearm, and I shot him. One time.
After you shot him?
On his back.
After I shot him, he sat up.
You're still in this position here, basically.
Yes, sir.
Laying down here. You shot him so he's in the grass.
Yes, sir. He was on top of me like this. I shot him. And I didn't think I hit him because he sat up and he said, "Oh, you got me. You got it. You got me. You got it."
How he would sit up on his back. So look, he was on top of the man that shot the man when the police came on the scene. That's when they flipped him upside down and made him face down. That's why they had the police in court testifying to that to make his story fit his story. That's why you got the witness seeing in like, look, they don't see it like that, but now it's finna be a game finna be played in the courtroom. Cause look, right here.
I literally had no chin. It was just down here. And I'm like, you know what? Let me do chin and jowls. Let's just do it.
How was Trayvon Martin's body positioned when you arrived?
Now this the first police on the scene. Now look, this if you know he finna lie, you can look at his image, goddammit. And you know he racist. Since racism playing a role, I wouldn't even be surprised he was tied to the goddamn neighborhood watch and stalking black people. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Mr. Martin was lying face down with his head oriented generally towards the north and his hands underneath his body, sir.
And State's Exhibit 77, do you recognize that?
Hands underneath his body. So what George Zimmerman is sounding like? And you got witness saying he on top of him. He, you know what I'm saying? Then he admit that he pulled his holster, and the autopsy proved this the fatal shot. The autopsy didn't say he was shot in the back. The autopsy said he was shot in the chest. In the chest, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, I do.
Is that a fair and accurate depiction of the way Trayvon Martin's body was positioned when you approached it?
Yes, sir, it is.
Did you see any movement from Trayvon Martin's body as you approached him?
No, sir, I did not.
Did you hear any sounds coming from Trayvon Martin when you approached him?
No, sir, I did not.
All right. Can you see, despite the rain, can you see the blanket that was covering Trayvon Martin's body in that photograph?
Yeah, I've got it now, sir. I see it.
All right. Would you circle it with your laser pointer? Is that how Trayvon Martin's body appeared after you placed the...
Watch the positioning of the body. Watch this guy. Look at the position of the body.
Medical. How Trayvon Martin's body appeared after you...
Got it now, sir. I see it.
All right. Would you circle it with your laser pointer? Is that how Trayvon Martin...
See that? Face up. Face up. Just like the autopsy report said, you shot him in the chest. The police officer said, yeah, I laid the blanket on top of him face first. How he would face down? How he would face down, bruh? You heard the story where he said how they was in a scuffle? Just like Trey Gang said, you was on top of that man, bruh.
My head was going to explode, and I thought I was going to lose consciousness. So I tried to squirm.
No, you reenactment what he was doing in his last moment. That's all he was doing. Reading that. You the one banging his head. You the one, you know what I'm saying, shooting him in the chest and swerving, trying to get out the way, talking about, I give up, man, you got me, you got me. And next time you know, he seen you scream, look, soon you unholster your weapon, the man screamed for help. Help, help, Paul. Shut him up real quick, look.
So that I could get, because he only had a small portion of my head on the concrete. So I tried to squirm off the concrete. And when I did that, somebody here opened the door. And I said, help me, help me. And they said, I'll call 911. I said, no, help me. I need help. And I don't know what they did, but that's when my jacket had moved up and I had my firearm on my right side hip. My jacket moved up and he saw it. I feel like he saw it. He looked at it and he said, you're gonna die tonight, motherfucker.
See that? He just told you the witness came out before he shot the man. Before he shot the man, bruh. That man said somebody came outside, and I was like, no, help me. Don't call the police. And this thing, you know, he unholstered his weapon while he on top of the victim. And this what the police officer described the night of the shooting. Clean as evidence. Now, when you go back to Kenneka case, when she was laid on her back and her pocket was turned in and out, looked like a robbery at this point and sexual assault until they flip her over and make it look like an accident walking in the freezer and dying for hypothermia. You know what I'm saying? Look, watch what he did.
And he reached for it, but he reached, like I felt his arm going down to my side.
So you can't do that on your back. You could only do that face down. That's what police officers always say when they come to a suspect, when they trying to arrest. He reaching for the gun. He reaching for the gun.
And I grabbed it, and I just grabbed my firearm, and I shot him. One time.
In the chest.
After you shot him, keep on going. What did he say?
After I shot him, he like sat up.
Sat up.
Yes, sir. Down here. Shot him so he's in the breast.
Yes, sir. He was on top of me like this. I shot him, and I didn't think I hit him because he sat up.
See that? Bro, that man, if he sat up, bro, how he laying face up? But you telling everybody he was face down to support the theory. I see the lie now. You know what I'm talking about? I see the lie now.
And he said, "Oh, you got me. You got it. You got me. You got it." Something like that. So I thought he was just saying, "I know you have a gun now. I heard it. I'm giving up." So I don't know.
I've been shot.
Off me or he fell off me. Either way, I got on top of him and I pushed his arms apart. I said,
so boom, once you shot him, you push his arms apart. So now you on top of him. Right? Now this the lady that's calling 911 seeing everything what you doing. She's still freaking out at this point. And that's when the police showing up. See what I'm talking about? Now the police showing up now.
Gotta flip him over.
I don't remember how I got on top of him. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
That's why the police asked, did you flip him over? Look, because you got to explain this. Look, you got to explain this. You see this? Just like in the Kenneka Jenkins case, bro. Look.
Yes, sir, I do.
Is that a fair and accurate depiction of the way Trayvon Martin's body was positioned when you approached it?
Yes, sir, it is.
So you see how the police lied for him? And watch how the police said that when he put the blanket over him.
Did you see any movement from Trayvon Martin's body as you approached him?
No, sir, I did not.
No movement.
Did you hear any sounds coming from Trayvon Martin when you approached him?
No, sir, I did not.
All right.
Nothing.
Can you see, despite the rain, can you see the blanket that was covering Trayvon Martin's body in that photograph?
Yeah, I've got it now, sir. I see it.
All right. Would you circle it with your laser pointer?
All right. Circle it.
Is that how Trayvon Martin's body appeared after you placed?
Uh-oh.
Is that how?
What the police say?
Either way, I got on top of him and I pushed his arms apart. I said,
Gotta flip him over.
I don't remember how I got on top of him. I'm sorry.
Payal. That's why the police asked him when we know the body been flipped, but let me know when you noticed the body was flipped. You see what I'm saying? Somebody flipped the body and staged it that way.
Sorry, but I heard it. I'm giving up. So I don't know if I pushed him off me or he fell off me.
You shot him?
Either way, I got on top of him and I pushed his arms apart. I said,
Gotta flip him over.
I don't remember how I got on top of him. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
But I got on his back and I moved his arms apart because when he was repeatedly hitting me in the face and the head.
In the face, can't do that on your belly. You do that on your back, fighting him.
I thought he had something in his hands. So I moved his hands apart.
Move his hands apart.
Face down then?
Yes, face down, and I was on his back. And then somebody came with
Somebody came in the middle of the struggle.
Police officer. So I said, "Are you the police?" And I still had my handgun out, and I told him, I said, "Are you the police?" And my gun's right here. And he goes, "No, I'm not. I'm calling the police."
No.
Don't call the police. Help me.
Don't call the police.
And he said, "I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police." And I said, "I already called. They're on their way. They're coming. I need your help." And
So he need their help.
Then's when the police officer came around. So I stood up and I holstered my weapon. And he said, "Who shot him?" And I said, "I did." And I put my hands up. I said, "I did." And I don't know if he told me to. I just automatically turned my back to him. And I lifted my shirt and I said, "My gun's right there." And I told him a few times, I said, "My gun's right there."
Police were right there on the scene, bro. So look, he's still gonna be face down. Face up. Now let's go to this case. Ahmaud Arbery, the same thing.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I'll get them out there. I just need to know what he was doing wrong. Was he just on the premises and not supposed to be?
Stuff on it, and he's been caught on the camera a bunch before at night. It's kind of an ongoing thing out here. The man that's building the house has got heart issues. I think he's not going to finish it. So.
Okay, that's fine. And you said it was a male in a black t-shirt?
A white t-shirt. Black guy, white t-shirt.
See, this is what they do. They already make these reports to law enforcement. Like, yeah, it's a man in suspicion neighbor. So they could already have that on file. So when they actually see the next man coming in, the next black man, you know what I'm saying? That's when the murder gonna happen. Cause the way they planning the murder, when the police come in, investigate, they be like, well, you did have a lot of, you know what I'm saying, burglaries and car thefts. You've been reporting this. You see what I'm saying, gang? Look.
And he's done run back into the neighborhood.
911, what's the address of emergency?
I'm out here at Satilla Shores. There's a black male running down the street.
Where at Satilla Shores?
I don't know what street we're on. Stop! What's that? Is it? Stop!
This the call when he encountering a suspect, just like in the Ahmaud Arbery. In the case we just got through talking about. He stalking him. Then look at the callers. They called on them Elijah Kane. And look at the callers going in, Ahmaud Arbery. And look at all these calls they going in. It's the same story. It's the same setup. Like, they always got black hoodie on, dressed suspicious, and they trying to burgle and steal something. It's always suspecting something. Like a police do. What you doing over here? You know what I'm talking about? Always racially profiling you. Same thing go from neighborhood, and they know, man, look, I'm gonna call the police. You know what I'm saying? These folks don't even supposed to be over, and the police got the same attitude that the neighbors do. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, hello, sir. Sir, where you at?
Now this 3 minutes done passed. Check this out. Don't y'all see how 2 and 3 minutes can matter in the biggest murder case in the world? But check this out. Kenneka got 30 minutes. These people got 2 minutes, bro, to commit a crime. And you check this out. Man, what if it took 2 minutes to kill Kenneka and down there 36 hours to cover up the crime? You know what I'm saying? Check this out. Why a white man don't look suspicious in the black neighborhood? Why black people ain't calling on white boys in the neighborhood? Cause we already know what they up to, man. They trying to get some of that dough. What you trying to get, bro? Yeah, man, I'm just trying to get a couple of grams or two. Unless they the police. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no black people calling police. Ain't no black people calling no police on white folks. Ain't nobody calling the police. Anybody looking suspicious. Because everybody know each other in the neighborhood. Everybody know who don't supposed to be there. And then, just like when black people want to call the police on other black people when they see something suspicious. They gonna peep out their window and keep watching your ass. And until your ass get caught up, like, yeah, I'm gonna call police on Snoop. I seen them breaking in Sister Jenkins' car. You know what I'm saying? That's how you keep people out your neighborhood. Cause if you call if a black man right now calls somebody a suspicious white person in the neighborhood, watch how the police gonna treat that situation. Shit, they ain't finna come two gun slanging and you know what I'm saying, rooting two wild west. They ain't coming like that, bro. They finna come and make you sound like you dumb and wasting their time and calling them out there. Ain't no Mexicans finna call no Mexicans ain't even finna call on black people because they walking in the hood. First time they be like, yeah, Migo, you know that man, watch that. Watch him, Migo. You know what I'm talking about? This is like if I see a nigga in the hood, if I see another nigga, I'm gonna watch his ass. If we just gonna watch, we ain't finna call the police. For what? And that's just a setup, bruh. They're just like gangs. They're just like, look, protect my hood. You from the same hood. Cause they ain't doing nothing protecting their neighborhood they was raised from. To keep niggas out there, John. That's why they so hard. That's why if you just say, everybody already know this, look how many state troopers and police officers you finna run across to before you even get to the suburbs. You know what I'm talking about? Bro, a black man cannot ride in no suburb, bro. Man, them folk finna call the law. And the police finna come. Man, when they come, they finna come strictly what the call said. Man, they said your ass is suspicious. Put your hands up. What you mean? Then they finna act like they so scared they got to shoot you. But look.
Hello?
It's bow time. It's not a menu hack anymore. Bojangles Sausage Bowberry Biscuit is officially available.
Tracy Martin told jurors Sanford police detectives played this 911 call for him 2 days after his son's death. It included the sound of the fatal gunshot.
So you think he's yelling help?
Yes.
All right, what is your phone number?
There's gunshots.
I was listening to his life being taken, and I was trying to come to grips that Trayvon was here no more.
This murder trial is now focused on who is yelling for help on that recording. Was it Martin or Zimmerman? Family members of both men have testified and disagreed.
Good afternoon, sir.
Chris Serino, the lead investigator, recalled playing the tape for Martin's father and his immediate reaction.
Is that your son's voice in the background? Or something? I think I said a little differently than that, but I inquired as if that was, in fact, his son yelling for help. He looked away and, under his breath, as I interpreted, said no.
Tracy Martin
Why would you say no?
testified he has heard that recording 20 times since the shooting and is now convinced that voice was his son's. He remembers his initial reaction differently than police.
And what was your response?
I kind of pushed away from the table and just kind of shook my head and said, I can't tell.
Prosecutors have to meet the higher bar here. They have to prove that voice was Martin's right before Zimmerman shot him. But Scott, Zimmerman's lawyers only have to create a reasonable doubt about whose voice it was.
Mark, thanks very much.
Sanford Police Department. Line is being recorded. Sean.
Hey, we've had some break-ins in my neighborhood, and there's a real suspicious guy. It's Retrieveview Circle. The best address I can give you is 111 Retrieveview Circle. This guy looks like he's up to no good, or he's on drugs or something. It's raining, and he's just walking around looking about.
Okay, and this guy, is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He looks black.
Did you see what he was wearing?
Yeah, a dark hoodie, like a gray hoodie, and either jeans or sweatpants and white tennis shoes. He's here now. He was just staring.
Oh, he's just walking around the area?
At all the houses.
Okay.
Now he's just staring at me.
Okay, and so it's 1111 Retrieveview or 111?
That's the clubhouse.
That's the clubhouse. Do you know what he's near the clubhouse right now?
Yeah, now he's coming towards me.
Okay.
He's got his hand in his waistband.
And why is this?
Trayvon Martin gun range targets. So they're gun range targets that depict Trayvon Martin, and we actually have a video that explains more detail into this story. Let's watch.
There's no face inside the hoodie, but the bag of Skittles and the bottle of iced tea makes it clear this paper target designed for shooting practice is supposed to be Trayvon Martin. For just $8 plus $7.50 shipping, sharpshooters have been able to buy a 10-pack of the targets online. The sellers say they support Zimmerman and believe he is innocent and that he shot a thug.
What do you think of that?
This is the highest level of disgust.
The seller.
He said that with a smile on his face.
Would not disclose how many have been made, but says the response is overwhelming. I sold out in 2 days.
Now, as if the image isn't disgusting enough, there's also like a detailed description of what it is and what the shooting target is for. So it reads, everyone knows the story of Zimmerman and Martin. Obviously, we support Zimmerman and believe he is innocent and that he shot a thug. Each target is printed on thick, high-quality poster paper with a matte finish.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
I mean, this isn't about defending Zimmerman.
Mm-hmm.
This is about targeting a victim. I mean, it's been established that this child did nothing illegal.
He had no weapons on him.
So regardless of whether or not they support Zimmerman's, kind of thinking that he was acting in self, whatever the case may be, you can't hide under this kind of umbrella of, oh, well, I support Zimmerman, so I'm going to, this is just utter disgust. This is hate.
It's basically demonizing the victim in this situation. And if you have your reservations about the whole Trayvon Martin case and you think that there's a possibility that George Zimmerman did act in self-defense, you guys know clearly what my position is on.
Man, look. Man, y'all already see in the Trayvon Martin case that what happened to him in the Elijah McCain case, right? You got them Elijah Kane, all these people. Then check this out. When it comes to the die-fi murders, this is what I say when they all come to a ritual. Look. This the die-fi murders right here, gang. This go back to religions.
To start distributing for reasons unknown.
It admitted being there.
This past spring, there was an inadvertent leak of evidence from the defense to someone who posted it online, leading to a dressing down by the judge who gave Allen's defense.
Hello, y'all. Now I traced this back to the ritual. Y'all see that olden ritual? If you go back to the die-fi murder, this is where I came back. This is all the steps doing the ritual. Ritual, bro. Then when I went to the die-fi, man, I don't know where my videos at. And then when you go to a man killing in the massage, in the Masonic side, look at all this what was going on. 70-year-old man who allegedly had fired a shot and child with manslaughter of William James, 47, was shot, you know what I'm saying, Monday night in the south side of the Masonic Lodge. You know, they were doing the reenactment. And somebody got killed in the reenactment. Somebody got killed in the reenactment, bro. Go look this up and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Here go about the ceremony of the shoe, a ritual of the ancient. Bruh, go look at the ceremony when they go to the shoes. Look at the Kendra Johnson, then look at, when you look at the Kendra Johnson, why their shoe was off, look at Kenneka, why her shoe was off, and look at all them people that were murdered when their shoe was off, and placed in a certain way and how the way the body placed. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I went to her. All this stuff, you can look up. I done read all this, gang. I ain't gonna sound like a fool no more once you read all of this stuff. And I'm like, man, and then look, right here. I got the whole handbook. Look. Look at the title on that alone. Man, you can look, bro. I'm literally reading all this. Is this it? I think this is it. Nah, this ain't it. And where that video at? Nah, this ain't it. I gotta go down up here. Bruh, you could check this out. This dude basically said, man, they did a ritual on these kids and they got caught doing the ritual. They got caught doing the ritual, and when he was locked up, he exposed what was the ritual, and they said they got evidence of a ritual, bro. That's the reason why the girls died. It just wasn't no random murder. It was a religion. And then when you trace back the religion, guess what? The religion would trace you back to. Odin, where he at? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, this ain't it. Is this it? Nah, this ain't it. I got to find it, gang, because I had all this stuff already pulled up, and I don't know why I'm having a hard time trying to find this stuff. So now look, I was looking at all the killing by law enforcement, and boy, they got a whole rundown. You know what I'm saying? Like this here. Let's go back to the African list of killing of black folks. And man, I got some tea all the way from the 1870s, bro. They been doing these rituals, bro. They was in the alley after shoplifting. Look, the police officer chased Truman into an alley after shoplifting when Truman asked the officer what he did wrong. Whiteside shot him. Whiteside was found guilty of manslaughter. They been doing this, bro. Police officer shot Dorf. And she and her friend got a cold from a train car. The officer claimed they were jumping on him cause his gun to discharge. Bruh. You can read some of this and know they lying. But back in those days, look, back in those days, you can manipulate a whole lot of people with the narrative in the news press conference. Another black man killed and pulling a gun on the police officers. On this thing, you know, them folk gonna look at that man like, damn, man, that man pulled a gun on the police, man. Why he just didn't drop the gun and surrender? Look. 2 white military police officers and 2 city police officers beat a black soldier while arresting him for public drunk. Look. Man, them folk bombed us in churches. They killed us in churches. Shooters in our own neighborhood, and now they got to a point of staging crime scenes and autopsies now. At this point now, we can't even go with the autopsy now. You gotta get an independent autopsy, cause you can't even trust your own state to do an illegal autopsy, bro. So I was looking into him. I looked into him. Look. These all the people I done looked into. Everyone you see I got highlighted, I looked into these folks. So I'm like, man. But yeah, gang, I'm gonna go live later on tonight. You know, cause I gotta put this stuff together, cause I'm trying to find. I need to put all the reenactment together, cause I thought I had it all pieced together that I could just play and roll. But every time, you know, I go live, it don't just work out right. You know what I'm talking about? But I hope I showed y'all some light on Trayvon Martin, because this is what I'm getting at Trayvon Martin. I don't know what's up with their family, but I just want to know, why would they bear a false witness is saying that there was his girlfriend was talking to him on she was talking to him while the murder was being committed, but there was a lie, and they put them up to that. And I'm like, why would the family would go against that? And they gave Zimmerman the time. But like, damn, y'all gonna do it like that? And you know that's a lie. I'm finna countersue you for $100 million. So he done gave the lawsuit to $100 million with them folks, cause they lied and they got caught lying. So I'm like, but why would they even do that? You know what I'm saying? Why would you even got to make a lie up just to, you know what I'm saying? That's what make everything look suspect. And then your son come up missing at 7 something, but you call the next day at 5 in the afternoon the next day, and the murder been occurred in your neighborhood, and you don't know nothing about it, and no word around didn't circulate, and you didn't hear the word around the neighborhood. Once you think something would be suspicious, wouldn't it come to that game? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I ain't just saying there ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying it just look a little suspicious to me. Because the reason why I looked into it because of Gina Mcgill. Because I'm like, why would Gina Mcgill would make content about something that she never made content about? She just said, I'm a private investigator for Trayvon Martin. This is what happened to the case. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, pay y'all. We be back, gang, man. Y'all